Warning. This show contains content intended for adult audiences. The language is crass at best and downright insulting most of the time. This is all made for the sake of comedy and poor sophomoric taste. The skits are parodies, and any similarity to real people or stories is purely coincidental. Any insults hurled at any one human is made in jest. We're just covering our bases for when one of you skins your knee on an internet insult. We love you. Again, this is all a joke, whether you laugh or not. Not just the show, but this waking existence. The great cosmic giggle. Try not to take it seriously.
15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo.
Now, I'm sure that most of you know the old story about the astronaut who went far out into space and was asked on his return whether he had been to heaven and seen God. And he said yes.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, non-binaries, and sentient artificial intelligence. Join us on this journey to find the others. Because no matter where we find ourselves in this multiverse, the act of existing is all too familiar.
Guys? Is anybody out there? Hello?
The mushroom has a tremendous problem-solving ability.
Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
As we look across this great expanse and stare at the stars, we can't help but be reminded these lights, though we're seeing them all at the same time, happen across a multi-billion-year delta. Some of those fires burned millions of years ago, some billions, but all of them happened so we could experience them in this one singular moment.
They called us scouts. They called us seekers. They called us Hoosier. But we were destined to question everything.
I don't know about you, but as for me, the question has already been answered. Should we be here? Yes.
It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Question all the things that you know. Steve likes the weed. Steve likes the weed. Tell you about DMTease. The DMTease. Hoosier Sophisticate Show. The Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Hoosiers with the dreams, sophisticated blasphemy. It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Question all the things that you know. So let's set our minds free for the singularity. It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. The Hoosier Sophisticate Show.
Join us and start your day with a gentle meditation from Hoosier Sophisticate. Let us all remember, we are only as good as our last breath. Begin in a comfortable seated position. Feel grounded through your seat, and when you're settled, close your eyes. This guided meditation will help you feel more gratitude. Start to pay attention to your breath by taking mindful breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 4. Start to think about how lucky you are. What are you grateful for? Take a moment to name at least 3 things you are grateful for as you start your day. As you inhale, send extra gratitude to these things. If your mind starts to wander to other things, simply be an observer of your thoughts and do not judge them. Then, bring attention back to your breath and the things you are grateful for. Keep breathing. In for 4. Out for 4. All we're doing now is breathing and drenching ourselves in gratitude. You'll begin to notice how practicing this mindfulness and gratitude helps you feel happier. Open your eyes and take this amazing feeling of gratitude with you throughout your day. Good morning, Hoosier Sophisticate land, friends, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, sentient, artificial intelligence, flora and fauna alike. What's happening this morning, guys? We're going to do a little something different. It's Friday morning. We're going to
dig into the annals of Hoosier Sophisticate history, share some laughs, some older bits that maybe people weren't along for the ride, maybe people that are just now coming to Hoosier Sophisticate. We got a full morning for you, but we've got wanted to play kind of a couple of pretty fun little videos leading into our conversations today. We appreciate you starting your days with us. We hope that we're providing some value, hopefully some laughter. Maybe we're helping you get your mind right a little bit before you take on this world where a bunch of people are still marching around mindlessly, trying to figure out what in the hell they're even here for. All right? Well, don't let them dull your luster. You shine, baby. Shine on, you crazy diamond. All right? If you're fairly new to the community, some of you have honestly only been around for a month or so, but it feels like you've been here forever. We've had some fun characters come through here over the years. One thing that COVID did was really screw up something that was it was something really positive for St. Louis. It was really fun to see people rally around this. So I want to introduce a lot of the new people to a beloved character in the Hoosier Sophisticate family. The guy came out and did a concert for us one time. He's an all-around just wool puller, I think is how he likes to be called. Just an absolute trim conquistador. So I want to introduce you guys to a gentleman named Bobby Battlehawk. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Let me hear your Battlehawk cry.
It's the Bobby Battlehawk Show.
Dude, man. Well, man, this is Bobby Battlehawk. I'm a tried and true South City Hoosier. I've been around, man. I've been around the block a few times. Threw the old pigskin around back in the day. Buddy, there's just something about them Friday night lights, man. You get out there, you pull up in your little 73 Roadrunner, Hirsch slap shifter on it, man. Pull it up, rev it in the parking lot. You go down there, Friday night lights, the girls are all coming around with their high waist, skinny jeans. Buddy. And you go out there and you feel the glory of just catching that leather oval in your hands. Man, it's like holding the world. So that's who I am, man. I'm Bobby Battlehawk. I'm just a tried and true football man. Just a simple man with simple ideas and fine tastes, like redheads. Home and on. And football was my life, all right? I went to the semifinals. I went to the semifinals one year. I saw a couple, I was on kickoff return, I was a second team punt too. But man, football was my life for the longest time. And they did that to me, and they cursed us on the way out, said we were a failing city. And you know who came in? Nothing but our Lord and Savior, Vince McMahon, okay? XFL football, baby. St. Louis, we are back. Professional football is back, and it was week 1 this week. Our St. Louis Battlehawks, caw-caw! Caw-caw! You know the battle cry of the Battlehawk? Our St. Louis Battlehawks took on the Dallas Renegades. Fuck you, Jerry Jones. We got some highlights. I'm going to just kind of walk you through what happened week 1 of the XFL. I was second team punt, but I was fourth string QB, and this is what they taught us, man. He took that snap 5 yards back. He gave him a hard fake. Okay, receivers coming in on a hitch. Boom, cornerback bites, comes in on the receiver. Oh, what happens? He busts out. He fades out into a wheel. Tamu steps up. He drops a little peach seed in the honey pot, boy, that you have never seen in your life. I mean, I'm talking about 40-yard fade over the outside shoulder that only our receiver was going to catch. This kid's got chops, boy. He's got chops. Hey, this is just a reminder out there, man. There's wool to be found every time down at True Man's place at Soulard. I go down there all the time in my Roadrunner. Boy, they valet park some bitch for me. But I'll tell you what's even better than that. Cheese curds, I'll tell you what's even better than that. All the fine women just looking to come get a little peek at Bobby Battlehawk. You know what I mean, man? Come on out there. Bobby be there. Old Danny, my buddy Danny. Danny 2 times. Maybe you heard of him. Come on out there. Guys, we're going to have a good time. We're going to watch some Battlehawk football. Okay? Battlehawks. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Let me hear your Battlehawk cry.
Oh, man, I cannot wait until XFL football comes back. The Rock bought the XFL, which is like the greatest news ever. I know it seems silly to people that have NFL teams. I do. And if you knew how hard the NFL raped our community time and time again, you would understand why so many of us swore off the sport in its entirety. I don't think I've watched 1 minute of football since it's all gone down. But, you know, it is what it is. That's weird for me to say. Football was my entire life growing up. So when we got the XFL, it was kind of funny knowing that, we know it's not going to get top-tier talent, especially not in year one. But the way that St. Louis kind of rallied around this squad was great. They sold out the dome all the time. They made them sell extra tickets. It was great because when the LA squad was going to come in, they actually opened the upper part of the dome. We had sold all of that out. So we were going to end up putting like almost 70,000 people in the stadium to go see some XFL football, and then COVID hit. So that was a bummer, man. I mean, it left Bobby. Bobby was broke up. That's one that we'll have to visit. The XFL is not playing this year. I think they have plans to come back in 2022. So we got a little time to get all of our acts together. But Bobby was beloved. You know, Bobby. He's going to try out. He's going to try out for the 2022 squad. In the meantime, we've had a few other characters come through the show. One of them is Daniel Slinger. Guy's an asshole. He's an absolute asshole. He's a prohibitionist. Well, you know what? I don't need to tell you his story. I'll let him tell you his story. This was our introduction to this guy. He had called in a couple of times angry when we were still over at 9:20 a.m. We were running the show over in the palatial WGNU studios. He would call in just hotter than a hornet when we would talk about cannabis and psychedelics. He's been, let's just say he's been slighted a little bit. This one's a little bit longer, guys. This is our introduction to Dr. Daniel Slinger.
Love me.
It's time for the Steven Internet Show. It's time to have a really good time. It's time for the Steven Internet Show. Can you be my friend? Won't you be my friend? Hi, welcome to the Steven Internet Show.
Get that crap out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a little Fathers Against Radical Transformation with your host, Dr. Daniel Slinger, and I am here to tell all you drug addicts what the real world is all about, okay? A lot of you drug heads don't know what the real world's all about. Well, Daddy Dr. Daniel Slinger is going to tell you guys what's going on. Here I am, live in my basement. Here we are live in the headquarters of Dr. Daniel Slinger. We're here and we're having a real good time with everybody. And I'm going to tell you about the dangers of marijuana, along with all the other drugs that there are that are bad, that are not good for you. Because you don't want people expanding their minds. You don't want people thinking outside the box and creating art. That's the last goddamn thing, and pardon my language, that's the last gosh darn thing you would ever want ever in life. Okay, so here's the deal. I got a whole list of things going on. I got some horrific before and after footage. What else? I have quotes from some of the most crazy bastards of all time. Okay? Let's see what we got here. We got Jake Sell, Joe Hamilton, Karen Spinks Chester, Ashley Davis Markham, Patrick Kelly. Where did he go? Hank the Tank, George Biswell, R.J. Pruitt, Jenny George, Tommy Thomas Wiley. All drug addicts. All those people I just named, if you are watching this, you are probably a drug addict, because I've gone live in the Sophisticated Hoosiers page, and where they do not kink shame one, and they're very open and honest about people making conscious decisions about their own bodies. Two things I hate gosh dang worse than anything in the whole gosh dang world. I don't know if I'm sorry if I get upset tonight. I'm sorry if I get upset tonight. Let me start out with just a few talks, a few little talkies about marijuana and about cannabis that you guys may not know. And I know some of you tried it here. I think I got one of the things. Terrorists have been using these. This is a Yocan battery. Terrorists have been using these. They put the bomb right in there. They put that bomb good right in there. And then they put this on a plane. Boom! It's fucking gone. The whole plane's gone. The whole town is gone. The churches, the schools. What about the kids? What are we going to do about the kids when they're getting these? This is mine, though. I'm going to take care of that. That's mine right there. Let me tell you about weed is not medicine, okay? How can it be medicine if doctors do not and cannot prescribe it? If a medical professional who gives me all of my pills and prescribes them like the Dickens, if they can't prescribe me my marijuanas, then why? Oh, is that a medicine? I don't think it is. I got to buy it from Tonto down on the street. And if you think you're going to buy good stuff from Tonto that ain't have all sorts of other drugs in it, they're always giving you free drugs. That's one thing about drug dealers that I know. They're mixing drugs. They're making drugs better. All you hear about is they're making the weed better. They're making it so that people don't feel pain anymore. What happened when we felt pain? It was good. That was a good time when we felt pain. All right, so it's not... Yeah, sure, it helps people, okay, but not at what expense? At what expense to the kids, okay? That's all I can say. At what expense? When the kids start feeling better, oh, now your kid is being healed? Oh, that's what, your kid feels better? Not on my watch, okay? Get some pills. All right, let's see what we got on the text line. What is happening here, Angie Reichert? Angie, listen to me close, because you might need this more than most if you're asking the damn question right now. Well, what do you need? Salvation? And when do you need it? Now? Because that's what's happening right now. All of you getting a little piece of salvation from the cannabis overlords. The marijuana overlords have taken your brains over. That's what happens when you smoke the stuff. It gets all up in your brain, tentacles, like an octopus, and it gets you, and it gets in there, and it lathers it up, lathers your brain up, makes you think you're having a good time. The kids are having a good time. They're smoking weed on Friends. Alexis Tapia's here, Diane Elkin, Tiffany Jones, Michael Brooker, drug addict, drug addict, drug addict, drug addict. I'm in the basement. I am in the headquarters. I am in the war room. I'm doing what I need to do my part to save society. That's what I'm doing. Again, going with cannabis. Cannabis causes brain damage. There has been science that has proven that cannabis will cause the male brain to shrink as small as the female brain. Almost couldn't get that one out there. It's science. It's so troubling, I almost couldn't, gosh darn, get it out. The man's brains, after using marijuanas, will be the small as women's brain. Will be as small. I can't even say it. This has got me so dang flustered. Dankst! It's got me dankst! That's a new word for flustered. Listen, if marijuana is going to make a man's brain shrink to a lady size, what can we expect then? We worry about the kids, but we don't worry about the white men enough. If white men are doing the marijuanas, their brain's going to shrink to lady size. That's why we have basketball teams named the Lady Bears and the Lady Bearcats and the Lady Wildcats and the Lady Volunteers and the Lady Sabres and the Lady Huskies and the Lady fucking Wallabies. I don't fucking know. Sorry for my language. That's also some. And schizophrenia, good bedhead. And those crazy kids start early. All right, so that's the thing. Causes brain damage. Listen, America was first in the world in testing scores until we learned how to do marijuanas. And now we're 28th. Let me say it again for those of you who are high on marijuanas right now. We were first in the world, America. We were number one in all the scores of testing. And now, after we discovered marijuana's 28th, there's only like 30 gosh dang it. There's only 30 gosh dang countries in the world. How have we done this? All right, let me take you guys on a little journey here. Causes violence. They pulled people. They pulled a bunch of people in jail, and they said, have you tried marijuana? And guess what most of them said? Yes. They said, hey, jailbird Jerry, you ever done the weeds? And he said, yep, I did it. Guess what? That's why he's in prison. The drug war works. The drug war works. Everyone knows it. All right. The lady man-eaters. Mike Otay's in the building. Tom Roser, drug addict. All right. Now let me get on here. Causes laziness. Everybody knows that. Let me get on with the quotes here. This is one from one of you pot's head smoking fellas named Terrence Meekina. Psychedelics are illegal not because a loving government is concerned that you may jump out of a third-story window, which you will. Psychedelics are illegal because they dissolve opinion structures and culturally laid down models of behavior and information processing. They open you up to the possibility that everything you know is wrong. Why does he hate capitalism in America? Why does he hate the free market enterprise? Excuse me, Mr. McKenna, can you explain those questions to me, you goddamn redcoat? Gosh darn it, I said the damn word again. All right, so let's get this freaking pot head out of here, smoking head. This is Jesse Lawler. He was the representative in Minnesota. And a wrestler. Psychedelics prove to you that there's more than one way of seeing the world. Oh, like the devil's way? That's interesting. You can see the world how I need you to see it to be in line, which is the right way, or you can see it as the devil's way. I'm confused. I'm confused. Someone help. I did too much marijuana. I'm getting an altered perception of reality. My constructs are breaking down. Was there some mushrooms in this weed? Was there some mushrooms in this weed? Sorry. I lost myself for a moment. All right. I don't know this man they call Daniel Slinger. You're right, Jenny George Elgin. I've tried to help you numerous times. Jenny George Elgin did not do my hair, Rico Santa Cruz. All right, you guys can all get over it. Let's go on to the next one. Al, never heard of this. This guy does not sound American. Never heard of this fellow before. Al, call him Al. Al Hux. Al Huxtable, like a good fucking man, a Huxtable. The man who comes back through the door in the wall will never be quite the same as the man who went out. He will be wiser but less sure, happier but less self-satisfied, humbler in acknowledging his ignorance, yet better equipped to understand the relationship of words to things, of systematic reasoning to the unfathomable mystery which he tries forever vainly to comprehend. What is he saying? A bunch of fandy-dandy schmandy words over there trying to say, oh, I'm trying to figure out life. Guess what? Here's life. Pay your goddamn taxes. Put your everyone you love in a home at some point, because that's just the right thing to do. We have to do it at this point. And third, don't get any tattoos, because you're an asshole if you got some tattoos. I'm sorry. I'm breaking it all down for you guys. In my war room tonight. Let's get on to this next one. Because I feel like I am breaking through to you people tonight, and it feels good. Caitlin Thompson says, and this sounds like a woman's name, so I don't know how this got even on the list. There's this illusion that science and spiritual practices are separate. I actually don't think that's true. I kind of tend to agree with her here because she's talking about having religion in government, and my religion is the correct religion. So if we could go ahead and run the government with my religion, everything would be pretty good. Everything would be working out all right. Everything would be just fine. If there's this illusion that science and spiritual practices are separate, I actually don't think that's true. I don't know. Don't think about it too long, though. You'll be thinking like a hempo. Alexander Shogolin. There is a wealth of information built into us, tucked away into the genetic material in every one of our cells. Without some means of access, there is no way to even begin to guess at the extent and quality of what there is, of what is there. The psychedelic drugs allow exploration of this interior world and insights into its nature. Does that sound like something you want to do? Does that sound like something that's appetizing, exploring new worlds, figuring out new ways to understand yourself and the universe? That sounds tragic. That sounds like something I wouldn't want to do. I'd rather watch Channel 11 movies. I'd rather watch Jean-Claude Van Damme kick some goddamn ass. Okay? Jean-Claude Van Damme. One more? I got one more. Here we go. Our buddy Rick Doblin. Psychedelics are not a substitute for faith. Thank you very much, my man. He gets it. They are a door to authentic faith. And that's not true. He's wrong right there in the next sentence. Born of encountering directly the sacred dimension of everyday experience. This is not the only gate to that discovery, but it is the most ancient and universal, and potentially the most accessible to the majority of of the human race. What the shit? Who put this quote up there? This guy sounds like a Nazi. I said it. I'll be the first guy to say it. He sounds like a Nazi. I think that's Hitler. Was that Hitler with that? All right. Now I'm going to do some gruesome. Let me get back to the cam only here. I got to run my own stuff here. I'm a one-man operation. What I'm about to show you is going to be gruesome. I want you to put the children in their cages, and I want you to tell the women to go to bed. Tell them to go to their single bed that they sleep in, preferably in a different room, and tell them to go to sleep. This is for the men. This is for the men to tell the women and children, because these images are too gruesome for anyone to see. Okay? I warned you. Don't say you haven't been warned, because you have. These are gruesome before and after photos. I'm going to show you the first one. Don't be alarmed. Don't puke. Here's Chachi. This is little Chachi. He was a good little pup. He listened to his puppy parents. He went to school. He got a good education. He fell into the wrong crowd. And this is what he looks like now. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. This is Chachi now. Look at him. He's wearing the gold chains that they like to wear. His eyes are obviously trying to escape from his gosh darn head. Because when you do, this is from one marijuana. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. This pup had a future. This is the before. This is what little Chachi looked like before. Beautiful little pup. Here he is after. I don't have words to explain what happened to this poor future of this little pup. I'm going to keep going here. Look at this guy or gal, happy as the day is long. Hey, little pup, what'd you do today? Oh, you chased some balls and you had fun with some sticks. You had some new smells and you just lived life like it was supposed to be lived at a real calm, cool, even climate. and you don't try to change things up, and you love every day that's been given to you because it's a blessing, and that's what you do, little puppy, and you don't try to alter your rationale and try to think outside the box. You just live in the same constructs your parents taught you. Is that what you want to do? Well, guess what? He didn't do that. He got on dab weed. Now look at him. He was on dab weed. And this is his mugshot. He was picked up. He's humping random homeless guys' legs. And girls. Homeless, hey, the homeless, they don't discriminate. This is him now. Is this where you want to be? I'm going to show you the before. Oh, hey, what's up? Look at this dog. Look what drugs do to people. Look at that dog. You see that dog right there on that screen? Do you see that dog?
Yeah.
See him? Now watch this. Keep looking. Oh, hold on. That's what drugs did to that dog. What do you think?
Cool.
Cool? Why is that? Do you think that's cool?
Yeah, it's funny.
Drugs are bad, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, thank you. You've been very good.
And don't ever eat dogs.
Don't ever eat dogs. Thank you very much. It's been No, I'll be out in a minute. Thank you, son. Thank you. Thank you, son. Jeez Louise. Don't ever eat dogs. Don't ever eat dogs, especially ones that look like this. Now I'm going to hit you with the last one here. This one is the most terrifying. This is little longhorn steer for breakfast. I know it's a weird name, but they call it, he's a King Cavalier Charles Spaniel. They called him King Charles. Here he is, little King Charles. This is actually my dog. I got him when he was a little puppy. I loved him. I used to rub his eyeballs. He used to love when I rubbed his eyeballs. It was weird, a weird dog, but he liked it just like a nipple. Just like some people like their nipples rubbed. He would like me to rub. Just as he'd like me to get my finger real dry and rub it right there on his eyeball. All right, now this brings no joy to my heart to show you this after picture of my poor little pooch. But he fell on hard times, and here he is. Here he is now. Please don't look away. There's my puppy now. Look at him. What happened to you? What happened? What? What? That's what drugs do to you, people. This is what drugs do to you, okay? This is what they do. Guys, I hope I can get... It's the end of the show. I can't take it anymore. This ruined me. This ruined me. Guys, let me show you. I'm going to show you this is Fathers Against Radical Transformation, Dr. Dan Slinger. Feel free to email me. Email me at Hoosier Sophisticate. I've taken over. Drugs are bad, and don't eat dogs. Thank you, and have a good night.
This is exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to send Bigfoot a message to let him know why I need to meet him. My fans all call me Bigfoot Willie Jr. 'Cause Bigfoot Willie Sr. is my paw. Mama's name, it ain't the same. Her name is Shirley. And she's in prison due to a run-in with the law. You see me, my ma and pa, we was in business. The business of tracking a Bigfoot down. The feds, they say our business wasn't honest, so they cuffed my mama and dragged her butt downtown. Bigfoot, I know you're out there, can you hear was shortly after that my pa went loony, 'cause he'd seen a biped ape man in the woods. There's nobody left in town that would believe him, so I promised I'd find Bigfoot if I could. So each night after last light I get to walking, casting plaster molds of the freshest Sasquatch prints. Through the Klamath Mountains I'll be stalking, also I can prove my mama's innocent. Bigfoot, I know you're out there, can you hear me? Meet me in the moonlight silver gleam. It's me, your old pal, Bigfoot Willie Jr. Please don't go inside, squash all my dreams.
That was tremendous. Man, there ain't nothing like that gal getting that first sniff of that Jacquard Noir and hearing you go, caw, caw, right at climax.
It's the Bobby Battlehawk Show. Dude, man.
We got a blue-black bird. Blue-black bird. Say it. Huh, huh. That's the Bobby to Bobby Express. Taman! Jordan! Damn, man, hit me in the basket, dude! Come on, man, you gotta put it in there, dude! Damn! Come in first down! Oh, hell, dude! You gonna get me killed across the middle like that. Ladies, Gorilla Glue sponsors this ad. Kid's got chopped up horse feet on his hands. Call is the law. What's up, everybody? It's Bob Battlehawk, man. You know, you guys know me. I'm just the lean, mean, lady-pleasing machine. You know what I mean? I'm worn down a little bit, man, after XFL Sundays, dude. You know, I go out there, watching the game down at Truman's and Soulard. What a snooch party it is down there, dude. I ended up hooking up with a couple of Nubian princesses with that sea-salted chocolate caramel skin, boy. Whew! I took old daddy for a ride, if you know what I mean. Tell you what I like, man. I like a little Hawaiian gal, man. Skin just smelling like coconuts, man. She just wants to lay you the second you walk in the door, if you know what I mean. I like them Swedish gals. They ain't know nothing about football, but, man, they know how to give you a massage. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean, buddy? I'm just Bobby Battlehawk, dude. I'm just a dude. I like them little Thai gals, man. Only want to do it in the dark, if you know what I mean. They're always good times. Something, man, it's just a little bit tighter, a little bit naughtier with them. Man, I'll tell you what, I like them little Irish gals, man. See-through skin, red head like the flames of hell. I like them little Canuck gals, man. One thing, they appreciate a good American sports car, like my Roadrunner. The other thing is they're just so damn polite. Tell you what else I like, man. I like me a Navajo gal, little Apache woman, man. Help me live out my John Smith fantasies. More than anything, man, I just like me a tried and true South City little river rat. You know what I mean? A girl's down for a good time, throw back a couple natties with her daddy. If you know what I mean, that's the true icing on the cake for me. It's them little South City Hoosier broads. Man, they'll hop in the ride. They know to take their shoes off before they get in the old runner, if you know what I mean. That's the kind I like, man. All right, dude, let's kick to these Week 2 highlights, XFL football, Battlehawks. All right, looks like, I don't know, Houston's got some kind of kicker up there. I think dude's name's Sergio. Of course, these Roughnecks are going to kick a fucking field goal. Splits the uprights. Do your little tango, Sergio. Good job, man. Welcome to America. All right, let me get to the Battlehawks highlights, please. Look at this. Threw that spiral tighter than a bull's ass in fly season, boy. Oh, man, shaking a tackle. A little grease. Look at that. Jones. Got me a Jonesing, baby. Jonesing for a little bit more offense. All right, here we go. Here we got Houston's lined up here. Battlehawks in a little 4-4, 4-3 looks like. Maybe 4-4, 4-3 looks like. 4-3. Laying the lumber out there, boy. Whoo! He hit that boy so hard that boy's grandma got shit in her pants. Hey, you tip your cap every now and then. Look at that. God damn. Look, Battlehawks had some pressure on here. You're going to see here, they're going to slow it down slow motion. Look at this. Our D lineman, look at this. He's going to get a hand up. This little Walker, he's a player. Look at that sidearm underneath his arm. He just thread that thing. Look like Huck Finn and a sewing needle. Look at that. Give the boy his props. Touchdown Roughnecks. Oilers, Roughnecks. What the hell with this logo? There's got to be some kind of copyright infringement or something. Here we go. Throwing Samoan. Jordan Tamu. Oh, look at this. Just throws oh, Jordan. Come on, baby. Man, he rushed that one. That's all right. But you cannot let this cat just walk all the way back down the damn field. Come on, put a body on him. Hell, man. That could be the game right there, boys. Where's the tackling? I'd like to see a replay on that. Because I'm telling you right now, as sure as I got two eyes in my head, this sumbitch did not break the plane. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, man, how much damn time you going to give a kid? Did you give him 4 extra chances? No shit, they're going to march down the field. Come on, boys. Come on, Cacao. Get up. Look at him. Throwing Samoan. Touchdown. Touchdown. Don't give him that out route, boy. Don't give him them 2-yard out routes because he'll take it. He'll take what you give him, and he'll make you hate it. Look at that. Touchdown, Battlehawk. Cacao, boy. Cacao. That boy's long. He started laying out at the damn near 4-yard line for that. Man, I got to me a man crush on Jordan Tamu. Tamu? All right, here we go. I know I'm sitting in the way. Figure it out. What, you can't use context clues? Touchdown Roughnecks. Fuck, you want to celebrate? Shit. Come on, man. Jordan out of the gun. Here he goes. He's going to give him a look. Whoo-wee! Laser show. Boy just throwing laser beams all over the goddamn laser field. Thing's a howitzer, boy. Oh, look at this. M-I-Z-Z-O-U. You heard me? You heard me, LaDamian Washington? That's pride of Missouri right there, kid. Missouri Tigers. Look at them greasy, slick wheels, boy. Might as well be a fucking road runner running down the sidelines. Damn. Hey, man, here's the deal, man. You can't win them all. You sure want to try. Like I said in that video there, this very well could be a preview of the XFL Championship. We saw a lot of skill out there. We saw a lot of scoring out there. Battlehawks dug themselves a little bit of a hole, but they had fight in them the whole way. And I'll tell you what, you look at the stats, boy, I'll tell you, them stats, we dominated that game. A couple calls didn't go the way. I'll tell you what, I should have got a steal because them referees had me madder than a wet hen. I mean, hotter than a fucking hornet, all right? There was a neutral zone infraction, okay? Could have damn near gave us the game, all right? And you got sky officials, you got girls running all over the field in the zebra stripes, and not anybody can see that this dude is lined up in the neutral zone? Come on, dude. Man, this is XFL football. I thought we were professionals. Should be the best of the best out there calling this game. Man, there ain't nothing like that gal getting that first sniff of that Jacquard Noir and hearing you go, caw, right at climax. Man, it'll get you there every time. This is Bobby Battlehawk. This week, I'm signing off. We're coming for you next week, New York Fartians.
It's the Bobby Battlehawk Show. Dude, man.
Lonesome cowboy hitching down the road of shame, grabbing a ride with a guy like me. He'll never even know my name,
At least not my real name.
Hey, lonesome cowboy, hop in the cab of my truck or the back of my horse.
Come on, boy.
Ride with me under the desert sky. We'll get lost in each other's eyes with a few other guys.
Hey guys.
bloodshot eyes, whispering sweet nothings through the grinding teeth.
Hey, I want to see you naked.
Put some on your finger and stick it inside me. Show all the boys how much you mean to me. Hey, lonesome cowboy, hitching down the road of shame. Take a chance on a guy like me. I want you to bear my name and win this game.
What is happening right
This
now?
is the first time Steve is hearing this song, and I hope that you
Can
all
I hear
will-
it?
I hope that you all will enjoy it as much as I did. Mike, you might want to make sure that your microphone is turned off as we rock this, and here we go. No, turn it on.
Heroic tale of Mr. Kitty in the big bad truck that tried to end his days.
Steve killed a cat. We felt the thump and heard a slap. Driving down that narrow country road. The cat, he wasn't dead. Then they took the robot to his head. Mr. Kitty, you won't purr anymore.
Kitty, get ready, Kitty out of luck. Kitty got hit with a big bad truck. Now don't you step on that country road, yeah. 'Cause Mr. Kitty, if you do the like me that you like the toad. Kitty had family, Kitty had friends. No one gave a shit when they hit his rear end. Now don't you step on that country road, yeah. 'Cause Mr. Kitty, if you do the like me that you like the toad.
Take it away, me. Mr. Kitty on the
What's in the road?
Watch out, there's a cat!
This is the greatest song in the history of songs.
When Mr. Kitty died, he didn't go to heaven. Cats have 9 lives, he was on number 7. Mr. Kitty woke up and went on his merry way.
Steve didn't kill the cat. Mr. Kitty was saved from that. Big truck driving down that country road.
I want to turn off the show. Just what the hell is going on here?
Mr. Kitty sent him on his way. 'Cause everyone knows the cats are evil. Demon spawns and possessed by the devil. Dogs are man's best friend anyway.
This was a song for Mr. Kitty, licking his tail, looking oh so pretty. Watch out, boy, the big truck's on its way.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Steve Killed the Cat.
I'm flattered and fucking disgusted with myself at the same time.
It's pretty much my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Wow.
It's the Bobby Battlehawk Show. Dude, man.
What's up, everybody? Bobby Battlehawk, week 3. Week 3 makes me think of the Trinity. If you know old Bobby Battlehawk, his holy trinity is Mopar power, the Spanish society, and the art that is the female orgasm.
The old runners in the shop. You guys saw there's a 14 Dodge Caravan out there because Mopar or no car, if you know what I'm saying. So I got this loaner on the shop while the road runner's getting tuned up a little bit. I'm getting it bored out from 440 up to a 460. I mean, that's Bobby Battlehawk. Some people know me as Bobby. Some people know me as 207.
Why do they call you 207?
Well, the average adult female's got 206 bones in her body, but when she meets old Bobby, she's got 207, you know what I mean. Gun? Damn, dude. I know. Well, you know, that's good. Oh, with it, Cacao! Deuce 4 on the floor, if you know what I mean. Little Chevy Deuce with 4 on the floor.
Break that play down for us.
Man, what happened was we had Tamu. They had him out of the gun, right? Now, everybody was thinking he's going to come under center. He's going to take that thing, he's going to pinch the center right there on the ass, right? You're not going to give a hook call, it's a silent snap. But instead, he jabbed back in the gun. He turned there, thought maybe he's going to give a fake. Hell no. He gave him right to him, right up the middle. He just came with there with a head full of steam, boy. A head full of steam like a locomotive. Punched that thing in the end zone. Touchdown, Battlehawk. Okay, all right. A little pass. Here we go. Not in our house, dude. Not in the Battle Dome, dude. Not in the Battle Dome. Oh, man. Act like you ain't here for the show. Come on. Act like you ain't here for the show. Oh, shit. You see that mustache coming to a mom's near you, if you know what I mean. Smell that. That's fucking play.
Well, we beat up all over them Guardians today, and I'll tell you what, gave me the opportunity, man, hanging out down on the south side, my old stomping grounds, dude. I had left a lot of glory out on them fields, man, back in the day. I'll never forget, we played them Cavaliers back in '84, and we rolled them up, man. We rolled them up 46-3, man. All they got was a field goal. We never let them live that shit down, man. But I'll tell you what, some of the kids, they've heard the names, they've heard the legends, you know. When they saw me down there at Spanish Society, they asked if they could get a little shot at the title, you know, see if they could show who the new kid on the block is. I said, all right, you want to challenge old Bobby? You want to run them for pinks, boys? You want to run them for pinks? That's what I call the single moms over there watching me. We call them the pink slips. So I'll tell you what, man, I went out there, and boy, howdy, I was throwing lasers all over that field, just like our boy Jordan Tamu. Got a chance to go on out there and throw some bullets to these little Hoosier boys, man.
Buddy, the entire south side of St. Louis depends on you, all right? You're the man. We're giving you the ball. I want you to take it down there, and I want you to grab your glory, okay? It's your game to win, son. Now go on out there and get him. Go on. Go on, to the house, boy. To the house, boy. Woo! Go on, throw that thing on the ground. Let them know who the king of the south side is. Yeah. On one. Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is that? You gonna walk out here, you act like you got a broken wing or something. Can't even put 2 hands on the ball and put it in the basket. Come on, man. Yeah, you don't spike a football when you drop it. This ball's been through enough trying to be caught by you. Making me look like a damn fool out here. I want you to run up there, give me 6 yards, give me a little post, go on diagonal. Set. Yeah, just from the fly. Oh, hell, I hit you in the hands. You guys are trying to make Bobby Battlehawk look like a damn fool in his own castle. You got no respect for the game. Out here acting like you're above a little bit of hard work. We gotta show you what a champion does, all right? Sit. Go on. Go on. Here. Oh, hell! Hey, listen, on one-on-one, I'm gonna put this thing right in the old honey hole, okay? Sit. Oh, hell! Them Hoosiers end up taking it home. We're just like to make you sweat a little bit, man. Caw. Well, Bobby's a little winded. That's the smell of victory and Dracar Noir, ladies.
You know, man, it's tough being Bobby Battlehawk walking around town, especially on the south side, dude. You hang out at a place like Spanish Society, these kids, they're around a legend, man. They ain't doing much athletics these days outside of the bedroom, you know, but I'll be damned if I didn't drop just dimes on these little kids while their little dime piece moms was watching from the sidelines, you know what I mean? You know, when you got a couple 6, 7 single moms lined up, hoping for some dude just play a little catch with their little boys, you know. Oh, look, man, this week Battlehawks, they did us proud. And you know who else did us proud? Each and every one of you that showed up to that game, tailgated like a damn fool, had Stan Kroenke pinatas. We were just beating the hell out of. There were cars on fire. St. Louis packed the damn joint. I've never been so damn proud to say that I'm from the Gateway City, man. So I'll tell you what, next week we're going to do it again. Let's get on down there. This time it's on Saturday. Here's the best part about it, dudes. I already had an engagement Saturday night, so I'm going to get on down there for a little tailgate. Watch who we playing? Hell, it don't matter. I think it's maybe DC or who gives a shit. We're going to go down there. Battlehawk's going to beat the hell out of them, and then we're going to go down to True Man's Place in Soulard. You guys know what I'm talking about. Trim-bonanza, if you know what I mean. We're going to sing you some songs. Bobby Battlehawk's going to be there. Bigfoot Willie Jr., maybe you heard of him. He's going to be there. The boys for Hoosier Sophisticate. Whatever, man. Point is, get your ass down to True Man's in Soulard for that fucking total puss palace, if you know what I mean. Caw is the law.
That's a 20-point win. Cover the spread. Battlehawks, baby. Caw.
It's the Bobby Battlehawk Show. Dude, man.
He's the strongest one. He's the coolest one. He's the strongest one. He's the coolest one.
The strongest one in the schoolyard. The coolest one in the schoolyard. He's the strongest one in the schoolyard. He's the coolest one in the schoolyard.
Falling in love again in the schoolyard. Again, I'm falling in love again in the schoolyard. I'm falling in love again.
We fell in love in the schoolyard. She's looking at me oh so hard. In the schoolyard we don't play games. In the schoolyard it's not about fame. In the schoolyard you fall in love. The schoolyard is all about love. When you fall in love in the schoolyard, you fall in love in the schoolyard. About dreams, and the schoolyard is not as it seems. In the schoolyard is where we fall, but don't forget who you are.
16 contestants from around the world compete in a combat-style tourney where the winner gets a chance to take on reigning master gaffer Jason Long of Sweet Leaf Emporium in Farmington, Missouri. This is the Great Big Blow. Let's meet this week's contestants.
Hello, Sergey Santa Monica. I come from Georgia. I am glassblower. I am best glassblower in all of land. I like Disneyland. I like Lunchables. And I also like blowing the glass. Because when I blow glass, it's like all of the pain inside of me goes through tube, comes out other end, is very strong, but at other end is sometimes vulnerable. And when the glass breaks on the other end, you go, which is, it's just their soul leaving your body. Boris! Yes, hello down there. Yes, I'm blowing the glass. My favorite bands are Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blink 182, all the small things, truth tells, truth seems. Yes, you know the tune. I enjoy eating Lunchables. Nacho Lunchables are my favorite. Hello, I'm Sergey. I'm off to the glass blowing competition. As you can see now, I live in beautiful San Francisco. Behind me, yes, right behind me is the Full House house. Yes, Danny Tanner house where Danny Tanner live. House where Uncle Jesse have nice hair inside house. Lot of weird things with Kimmy Gibbler going on next door. One of my favorite shows brought me most joy in Georgia. We are waiting for final season now. Final season should be out here in the next 4 to 5 years. I don't actually live in one of the houses. I live in the park. Here, glass blowing is not as, lucrative as one might think. I'm poor. I eat trash from the dumpster. I like to eat hot dog on stick. I like to enjoy in American freedoms, like swimming at the beach, volleyball, and rollerblading. I like to do all such things such as that. Hello, this is my dog Vladimir. Sit! Good boy! Hey! Sit! Boy! Good!
Hey, how's it going, bud? I'm Hyler Howe from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, eh? Besides being known as the best glassblower here in the Great White North, I also make the meanest and choicest poutine this side of the Frenchies, bud. Other things I'm interested in besides blowing the glass around is I'm a big champion moose caller. I have done this before. I don't recommend anybody just do this on their own. Make sure that you have a good, fine-hearted Canadian with you when you're going to do it. I don't like doing this so close to home. I'm so good at it, I'm afraid I'm going to call a beast out of the woods. Okay, here we go. Oh, sometimes I come down here, I think about the next little great glass blow that I'm going to do. Hey, back there in the woodshed is where I do most of my glass blowing, bud. Just this past year, I blew hockey sticks for the All-Sasky line for the St. Louis Blues. Old Hyler's got his own Howe hat trick. I try to take 3 different broads into the airstream here, bud. Some say that a Howe hat trick is a goal, a fight, and an assist, eh? I say the old Howe hat trick is 1 in the goose, 1 in the moose, and 1 in the poos, eh? How's the water today, bud? Pretty cold, eh? The muskie's hidden. All right, bud. Hey, look, we want everybody to know that they're welcome up here in the Great White North. I know we get the reputation for being some really kind, gentle people, but I want to tell you something, bud. Like, this place is no joke, okay? You come up in here into Saskatchewan, you're not ready to fight a bear with your bare knuckles. You got another thing coming, bud. Oh, I want to show you guys all the beautiful parts of Saskatchewan. The fishing up here is great. You pull these fish out of the water, you have to keep your head on a swivel, because those bears will come out of the wood. They'll fight you for your fish.
Okay, you could just be walking around trying to take in all of these nice little conifer trees here. And next thing you know, you got a little cow moose coming trampling towards you. She'll stomp you in the ground, bud. Hey, little moose, you better run, bud. Old grizzly coming to get you. There's a hoser, bud.
Hey, look who it is. He's here.
He's here.
I'm here with Pat Riley.
Yeah.
I'm going to coach the Heat.
If the Heat don't get their shit together, I'm retiring. I'm feeling pretty good today, bud.
One in the moose, one in the poos, and one in the goose.
Yeah, one in the goose, one in the moose, one in the poos, eh? I'm going to do a whole show as Hyler House sometime, bud.
I shall do a whole show as the trashman.
Sergey. He eats trash.
He eats trash.
There he is,
There
they
he is,
say. Oh, nice of you to show up,
Oh,
Steve,
fuck
where they're
you,
taking
man. Who said
shots.
that shit?
They are
That's
taking
bullshit.
shots. Guys, good morning. Good
Pee-pee
morning.
laugh. Pee-pee laugh.
We're trying to decide whether or not you guys have been along for the ride for quite a while here. We could go to, we're
what's wrong
past the
with you?
commercial break. What is wrong with you? We've been doing, it's so funny that I think my wife even just said it, but more skits, please. You and I were talking about the whole deal. It's like, you know.
We were just calling ourselves genius, too, and
Yeah,
that's what Global
and they're
does.
just saying these are genius.
One in the moose, one in the goose, and one in the poos.
Yeah, that's been put up there with some of Oscar Wilde's best writing.
Quotes going on the wall with our other
one
quotes.
The syntactical nature of
Chris
reality
Vonnegut.
is that the world is made up of words, and if you find out which words the world is made up of, you can make of it whatever you wish. Oh yeah, and I make the best poutine this side of the Frenchies, bud.
Really life-changing, altering quotes up there on the wall.
Commercial break you just started. Oh, we didn't just start, pal. We've
Commercial
been going,
break.
We've been going for an hour,
dude.
hour and 10 minutes.
Driving
But
forever.
but we're not. I think we are going to blow right through it. We've got
Let's blow.
We've got a commercial break that will serve us just well going
Yeah, it'll
into
serve
the
us
9 o'clock hour. Man, that's fun. I don't mind going
Friday,
down to-
baby.
It's a good way to start a Friday. Put some whiskey in your water, some sugar in your tea.
It's the only way he's asking me.
Mama told me not to
come. You want me to hold it, Mom?
Hold it.
You want me to hold it, Mom?
Mama, you get it.
That's got to be your fucking jam.
Oh, Mama told me not to come. It almost makes me jizz every time.
Why'd you tell me not
Why'd
to?
you do that?
Oh, God. That was always the
Morning, Kush Coach. Can't stop smiling. Thanks for all those this morning. You guys getting a green screen was the best money you've ever spent. Going late down on comedy. They're having a blast. Everybody can't stop smiling. I like it for some of the new people. Some of the new people got an introduction to. I got you. We got to put it on anyway. Some of the new people got an introduction to Bobby Battlehawk for the first time. Guys, honestly, we're trying to do a show here. Thank you. Keep it down. All right. Me? Okay.
Shake that dick. Yeah, that green screen was on the phone. We've had fun, man.
I miss Bobby Battlehawk. I miss Bigfoot Willie Jr.
Everyone misses Bobby Battlehawk, but
We miss the Battlehawks.
I think
is what it comes down to.
The cathartic nature of being Bobby Battlehawk too was good for you. I think just getting to roll out as Bobby Battlehawk.
Listen,
every once in a while
if
just
you
felt
don't
good.
know why Bobby worked so well, it's because Bobby is me.
A mixture of you and all the guys you worked with, like at the limo.
It's an amalgamation of every dude I used to turn wrenches with or do welding with.
A dad from the South Side.
Dad from the South. I was just trying to think, man, who was the dude that drove the IROC Z when in 1991? Who like just had like what do you call it? Vanity plates on the back that said something like snooch or something like that. That as a kid I knew. That guy was
getting all the
killing pussy.
All the
killing it.
all the puss.
That's who Bobby Battlehawk is.
He puts it all in the puss, eh? Guys, we thank you for coming along on this little journey with us.
we are getting more and more viewers every day on Twitch, so I think
It's
they
the
might
best.
be into it.
It's
I
the
think
best.
They might be into it a little bit.
Our buddy from Denmark, that global guy, had mentioned to us about getting a subscriber. I took the we got the ball rolling. So, so hopefully by today it'll be all fucking worked up. The little sub button.
What does that mean? They can just hit a button and they're
Yeah. So what you can do is like you basically buy credits on Twitch. And it allows you to have custom emotes and things like that.
Yeah.
But when they subscribe to our channel, it essentially pays us, and it also allows them to, I think we had a prolific Twitch streamer come in for a minute. Double Agent Smith is a friend of a friend. He's actually kind of distantly related to Bigfoot Willie Jr. He's got like 1 degree of separation there. And he kind of gave us a little bit of the rundown, and he came in here with some awesome emotes, and I was like, dang, I want to use those, and then it showed me. So basically, you can buy like a currency to use on Twitch, and people can then in turn by subscribing to us, help us out. So thank you for the idea, that global guy, because we thought that it was something to do.
Being a sub.
With the affiliate, well, it's always something to do with the sub. God, I was just talking about this morning, like, someone was saying, make sure that you're using anal-safe toys. And I said, you don't fucking tell me what to do. Don't tell me. If I want someone to beat me with a Hot Wheels track,
what you said?
I said, if I want someone to beat me with a Hot Wheels track, and that's where I choose to carry my cars until I decide to play with them again, that's my prerogative.
I had a whole Domino Rally set in there.
Yes.
Remember Domino
and
Rally?
you could stand them up and flip them down. Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Domino Rally was my fucking jam.
I got a game of Risk going on up there right now.
Hold on. Oh, they're invading.
Yep, Angola's fucked.
They're invading Eastern Europe right now. Sergey.
It also make a donation button. Okay. Don't put glass in your anus. Well, that's not true. If you have good fine blown borosilicate glass,
yes,
borosilicate glass, you could put it. You can put it inside.
I'd love to see you break that thing.
I'll
off
put
your
it in
ass.
me, and then I'll do a butt bomb on concrete.
Oh, that's tough.
I'll just do a cannonball.
That's
It's not
too much.
It's not.
Well, then how long is it?
Well,
because that'll hurt.
13, 14
centimeters. Where
feet.
are you going? He's up on a pole like
There's a fucking stilt.
Spinning plates up there.
I'm spinning too. Somebody's spinning me from the.
Oh, you're on my nose.
I'm bound to your chin.
Yeah, I can do that on my nose.
Yeah, it'll crush the cartilage in your nose, bud. I'd love to see you break that in your ass. Okay, weird.
Okay.
We actually, funny story, that global guy, our buddy James Thomas, who was watching before, KC Weed Blog. You guys should give him a follow on Twitch.
Follow us and KC Weed Blog on Twitch. There you
do
go.
that right now. He's trying to cultivate a little community over there. I am all for all of us getting the fuck off of Facebook. Get out of there. When we first met James, when we first met James, and we'd kind of been at different events and everything together, but when he heard that the group may or may not be, it's never been ascertained, a sex cult.
No one's ever. We never.
It cannot be proven one way or the other. So he decided to he didn't 3D print it, but he drew up the CAD drawing so that we can put him in mass production. A Hoosier Sophisticate butt plug. Actually.
That's in play.
I'll have to find that picture.
It's in play.
But I know he's probably still got the file saved, and we could probably mass produce those bad boys.
There's no one else doing.
Yeah, that was a bot. We have every now and then, we're so big now that we have people come on and say, want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, there's bots that come through every now and then. You can buy safe toys at Walmart and the Family Planning Center, just saying, and they are cheap. I'm not trying to put any of Stan Kroenke's toys in me.
Nah.
I ain't doing it, bud.
Nah,
I ain't doing it, pal. Yeah, you can. You can get some pretty basic vibes,
Like just the ones that.
There's a little basic vibes. I mean, you're not gonna get like a cock cage at Walmart. So what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, that just seems silly. The wasting time. You ever been
Listen.
to a porn shop?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in a few.
Remember when that was like a big deal? Like the first.
I remember the first time I went in one. I was like, huh.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my god, don't look, don't fucking look.
And definitely don't jerk off.
Does
Oh, no,
Jason
you're
blow
looking at
glass
jerking.
dongs asking for a friend? Yes. Yes, he does.
Yes, 1 million.
Matter of fact, he's probably doing it right now. I'd buy Steve a butt plug. I'd buy a Steve butt plug. Great collectible.
Who said that?
The guy from Denmark. The Danemarkian.
We have a custom Craig and Steve butt plug.
That's not bad.
Collect them all.
Yours is Leo Shaboom, and mine is Bobby Battlehawk. Dude, can I just tell you guys? We gave Bobby a lot of love, but we slid Leo Shaboom and Lacey Finelli in there, and it is honestly
That Lacey Finelli, boy, oh boy.
boy, oh boy, oh boy,
You don't
with a
even know.
name like Lacey Finelli. Ooh-wee.
Man.
People don't know how much I love that skit.
She
You
make
know,
the shaboom go boom.
she make it go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
boom, 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 boom.
She boom. No, that's. Oh, what is that?
Mike's not here.
Oh, yeah, that's what the deal. Guys, every time Mike walks in this studio, Ricky Martin starts playing. It is fucking unbelievable. Every time he comes in here, it's either Ricky Martin or it's Enrique Iglesias.
Oh,
every time. Well, and it just depends on the mood he's in.
Here it goes. But did you think he showed up?
No, when he
started
when
singing?
he slowly walks in the door, you know, I can be a hero, baby.
And the last time it was Vayamos, let the rhythm take you over, Vayamos.
He knows what that does to me. He knows that I listen to.
What the fuck? Dragon, we got a visitor.
What the fuck?
Should we take him to our break and then come back?
Guys,
and
we got to
visit
go
and
to a
fucking-
commercial. We got to go to commercial.
Yeah, boy.
I know I told you we weren't going
Special
to,
guest.
but we got a
We got a
special
special
guest
guest here.
in
We got a
studio.
special
You'll be
guest
happy
in
that he's
studio.
here because you have never been able to tune in into Twitch and see a couple of South City Hoosiers blow a guy live on TV. We'll see you
We're
after
gonna
the
get-
break.
Break records today.
James Carlton. Insurance 314-961-4800. Handsome. Amazing. Astonishing. Astounding. Fabulous. Incredible. Fantastical. Phenomenal. Prodigious. Stupendous. Unbelievable. Wondrous. Divine. Fantastical. No, seriously, he's fantastical. You got a house. Go on and get it insured. You got a car. You gotta get it insured. You got a life. Go on and get it insured. CarltonInsurance.net. Fantastical. Stupendous. Fantastic.
Hey, boys and girls, I'm talking about native hemp extract. That CBD.
That CBD.
Get inside of me.
Inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Sweet delicious CBD. That CBD.
That CBD.
Got the CBD. CBD native hemp. That CBD.
That CBD.
You can get it from me.
I can.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
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 No. Inside of me.
Inside of me. Inside of me. Native hemp extract. 1,800 milligrams of total cannabinoid goodness from Pike County, Illinois. Get yours at HoosierSophisticate.com.
I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Want a poster looking like me. Checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world. Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Want a poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp. It's a stomp. It's a wiggle, turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet, head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
James Carlton. James Carlton. James Carlton. You gotta get your insurance. Gotta get that State Farm insurance.
You think you found the best insurance agent in the game? Well, I got news for you. I did, and it's James Carlton. State Farm. CarltonInsurance.net.
16 contestants from around the world compete in a combat-style tourney where the winner gets a chance to take on reigning...
It's Albert Hoffman.
Look at this fucking guy.
This guy.
This fucking guy.
Joining us.
I was waiting for him to get here so I could take my mother flipping oil.
Oh,
bud.
put some oil in
My
your gullet.
Earl. I'm gonna put a little Earl in my gullet.
This is the oil man himself. Everybody, welcome to the show, Dennison Collard. Everyone, give him.
Shake that.
You got it.
I gotta look up.
No, he's got to turn that on. There we go. Now we're living. No, hit it again. Hit it that again, and a cat call at the same time.
They are throwing panties at us.
Probably this fresh haircut.
They're green. You can't see them.
And that stash fucking beardo combo.
Yeah, what's the deal? How's the wife liking the stash dance? And let's get to it.
She loves it. She especially loves when there's things in it.
I bet she does.
All of them do.
Yeah, they
all of them do. It's a fact of life. You want some of that? You want some of your little some of your stuff? You want some of your stuff, bud? You want some of your CBG, CBD?
Like when her butthole's in it?
What?
Well, sorry.
Wait a second. Hang on. I'm talking about CBD.
I know we moved
CBD.
on, but I kept it.
Very good.
In here, it was. He said my wife likes when stuff's in his mustache, and I said, "Oh, like her butthole."
That's what I like.
I think the logistics there.
I know, tough. It's a tough go.
You can make it work. You don't have a mustache until you can get it inside of a butthole. All right, just keep growing, bud.
That's the goal.
Just keep growing, then you just come in from the side.
Let's try, both of us. Stick our asshole.
Yeah, press our asses in his face.
That was complete.
We're having a good Friday.
That's what we do in the mornings, bud.
It's a Good Friday here.
It's a little manic.
Remember Good Friday?
It's a little manic.
It was good.
This is Dennison.
Good morning. I'm just gonna add a layer of awkwardness to the show this morning. That's what I'm
Good.
at.
Can't happen. It can't happen, bud. You can't get this awkward enough for me and Steve. I assure you that one, bud.
Well, I'm the king of trying to make it awkward for people. So sometimes I'll just. It used to kind of get Craig at the beginning, but now he's such a seasoned pro that I'll just be like, "Oh, people think I'm supposed to talk on these things." I'll give you fucking silence.
Well, and the best part is when I know what's happening, like from the other room. I'm like, I can be like David Attenborough. I was like, and this is where Steve decides to let everyone sit in their own shit. They think that he's going to entertain them, but really, he's going to watch them all crumble upon themselves.
He's entertaining
himself
right now.
The best is when you know. I think it just happened at like the last party we had or something at the Spanish Society. You had the radio, and you were on one. You were on a little journey, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know that everybody was really feeling it. It was a kid-friendly party.
I played a couple. You're like, hey, there's a couple
kids dancing around here
like,
to
God.
wop, bud.
God.
And so, but then it was funny because when someone finally said something to you, you're like, oh yeah, I'll change it. And I was in the bathroom or something, and then I heard like some fucking classical movement playing across the speakers, and I was like, someone asked Steve to change the music.
So they got Vivaldi, the four seasons of
Vivaldi.
Yeah, they got that.
The first act. First movement.
Yeah, they got spring. They got spring and autumn.
First movement. Let's go to the text line. What's happening over here? He's just entertaining himself. Weird and wonderful. Can't make weirder in this show. People are barfing. That must have been about you and I maybe pressing our buttholes against Dennison's face. We all have buttholes except for Kim.
All right, Craig, I'm going to send you a picture because while we got the guy here.
Oh.
While we got the CBD master himself. Yes, we are.
The CBD master, bud? You got the CBD master because it's true. The greatest total cannabinoid. I don't like to say CBD because there's just so much more. Hell, this thing right here.
Read it off.
It's got CBD. Fine. It's got CBD. Great.
Fine. You're good.
It's great. It's fine. It does. It also has CBDA, CBG, CBC, and just a fucking speck of Delta 9 THC. So.
All right, I sent that to our messenger. Maybe you can pop those up.
I'm going to. I got to take control of our computer over there because it's the future.
Control, baby, Dennison.
But I can do it.
I'm growing plants for the first time.
Yeah, and they look great.
You think so?
Job. I really do. Yeah.
Oh man, because it has become such a journey of finding out a lot about myself too. You know, which is weird. I keep my area more organized, so it's like helped me try to become more organized in
Be a little
life.
better.
Yeah, but obviously not with waking up on time. But I do like. What's funny is I've tried in the mornings. I'm usually about 5 minutes late. You know what I need to do? I need to set my clothes up the night before and set the coffee timer.
That's gonna save me some.
The
That's
coffee
gonna save me
timer.
some time, bud.
Coffee timer save you 20
Yeah,
minutes probably.
I can't set a coffee
filling
timer
my
'cause
water.
Me and my wife are on a different coffee schedule, but yeah, having your clothes laid out is a big deal.
Huge.
I spend more time looking for fucking
Yeah,
socks.
I'm like,
or
where's my
something
sock?
dumb.
Where's my socks, man?
Dude, I'm wearing different crazy socks right now because I get to a point where I'm like,
Craig,
fuck it.
get your shit together, bud. You're
No,
wearing
pal.
too crazy.
I'd rather
No,
be on
no.
time and wear that color there. You see it? All right, we got that one.
Oh no! Oh,
I'm going the other side of the spectrum.
No,
pal.
no,
Cool.
no.
Yep, there we go.
No,
That's how I roll. I'm not ashamed.
At least they're the same style.
Yeah,
I'm not ashamed.
that's
I
good,
thought
yeah.
I did pretty well myself.
Yeah, because I can't wear a crew and an ankle.
Oh, of course not.
I
That's
can't
cycle.
do it.
If you ever see somebody wearing a crew and an ankle, they're a murderer.
Run.
They are a serial killer. Don't give them the time of day.
I got one crew and one ankle. He's like, run! And he's like, yeah, there he is. And one's black, one's white. Oh no.
Yep.
So anywho, it's helped me become more organized in my life because now I can snooze one more time.
Yeah.
Because I'm saving myself so much time. And
so
then I end up
counterintuitive.
getting here about 4 minutes later than when I didn't have. But I'm figuring it out. And with the plants, I'm not really that I mean, we're pretty organized here to a certain extent, but not like real well. What is that what's that chick's name? Michelle. The chick who organizes everything.
Kondo?
Kondo.
Marie Kondo?
I'm not that. I'm not there yet. I'm not Marie Kondo, Dennison. Okay,
good.
Okay.
We like Steve.
Okay, good. I wish I was Marie Kondo, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
Little did
okay?
you know that all those skits, all that genius that you displayed, it could have all been replaced by you knowing where to put your fucking watch, and you would have got 12 billion fucking viewers on Netflix and become the next big thing. If you were just neat and tidy. God forbid you write fucking songs just off the hip. You know?
I know. God
Bunch of
forbid you
fucking
have
assholes.
such range that you can play a Russian.
Yeah. A Leo Shaboom.
A singing guy. What else I do?
Joe Exotic type.
Yeah,
Cookie.
did that to Cucky the dwarf.
Nick the 9-year-old.
Nick the 9-year-old.
Nick the 9-year-old.
Yeah,
nobody knows Nick the 9-year-old
good.
on this show, do they? Like, I mean, besides
yeah,
some
there's
of the
there's some
carryovers,
people
but I
on there
mean,
know Nick the
but the
9-year-old.
Hoosier Sophisticate family doesn't know Nick the 9-year-old.
I
They
had-
don't know Colin the construction guy either.
I used to have a series of characters on the show that you could write in an email, and it would get read at the end of the show. You'd win these prizes. I used to think there were writers on it because I could never crack the fucking top 7 or 8 that would get read. And they get like 600,000 downloads a month on podcasts, and they're on AM radio. So I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking get into this. Well, one of my buddies meets somebody from the show at a Blues game and goes, dude, you got to start reading Cucky the Dwarf's emails. And the guy's like, okay, Cucky the Dwarf. The 8th dwarf sat at the foot of the bed, watched Snow White and the Prince. Get it on. You know what I mean? So that was me. Cucky the Dwarf. I started to get emails read. Well, then Cucky the Dwarf took off, and I was like, really? Cucky the Dwarf? I had this character that was George Michaels.
This is your champion?
Yeah. I had George Michaels' big toe. George Michaels' big toe, and
I only had one ever get
Ken's
through.
Dippin' Dots, ice cream of the future, something with a Dippin' Dots and ice cream future. Because everyone was like, "When's the future?
When is the future?
When's the future?
When is
Because
the
when
future,
am I
indeed?
eating all my ice cream in Dippin' Dot form?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened yet. I've been hearing your swan song, your little sing song story for a long time now. Dippin' Dots. The future's now. I need all my ice cream in Dippin' Dot fashion. Okay.
I actually would like all
What
my ice
world
cream.
am I living in
I love Dippin' Dots.
where I still got to eat ice cream in fucking scoops? I want to live in the future.
I agree.
Yeah, just like Back to the Future. I mean, who doesn't want to take a mini fucking pizza and throw it in the hydrator? and now you got
remember
fresh
that
pizza.
shit? Remember that shit?
That's supposed to happen like what, last year or the
Yeah.
year before?
Yeah, what's the fucking deal? I should have a jetpack by now, which they are jetpacks, but we
They
should all
are.
have jetpacks. I should
They
have
are.
a hovercraft.
Yeah.
I should have all of these
We're
things.
getting
Flying
good.
cars.
Getting there.
The bubble car.
Actually, there was a badass. I think it was on that Futurism site. There was a badass jetpack. I mean, this dude is. You're riding a fucking turbine though. Like this thing's like, it just looked, the turbine's just like a...
Number 9 turbines
It looks like a kaleidophone. You know what I mean? I showed you that kaleidophone yesterday.
Oh my God.
How about
Do you have
thing?
that
Got a
queued
fucking
up?
cock holster.
One of the greatest things I've ever seen. Will that get shut down?
Probably.
This guy has a
He saw it.
Yeah, that thing
He
was
saw
dope.
it.
Like,
You
it
saw
sounded
it?
cool too. Like,
It
I really
sounded
liked that.
amazing, and it was positioned right where his dong would go. And this dude's just like, and then at one point he's playing it, and he's got his hand on his fucking
Dude,
hip.
it's the fuck. That's my favorite part.
He's playing this
If that
thing
dude
comes
had,
out of his
if
fucking thing,
if
and it's like, meow,
if Bobby Battlehuck has an English cousin, it's fucking that guy.
and he's like a brilliant savant.
No, he's a
Brilliant.
he's a fucking Mozart on the
Anywho, to
kaleidophone.
close up the Cucky the Dwarf thing, so I wrote in his emails, Cucky the Dwarf got real big. Well, then my next thing was, could I create characters, not ride the Cucky the Dwarf tidal wave that it was? Could I create new characters that everyone would enjoy? Well, I had this one guy who was Deacon Pete. And he was just a fucking closeted molester, obviously. So they shut that guy down. They're like, too much, a little too much.
Canceled.
Okay. I was like, okay, I'm fucking trying to push the boundaries here. And then I did this guy who was Carl from KC, and I created a Twitter. I created everything for this character. And there's a guy on the show, Doug Vaughn. He's a news guy in St. Louis. Been a news guy on Channel 4 forever. Maybe the news director now. And he's just a good guy. But he kind of gets caught in that, yeah, man, we do need to make America great again. And it's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you're a well-to-do 60-year-old
you worked hard to be successful.
He
and
just has that, and it's like, God love you. He's a great person, but you're also like, okay, uncle, you know what I mean? Like, okay, the world's changing a little bit, but I appreciate your wisdom. And so I had this character, that was Carl from KC, that I was with everything he said on the show. That's my fucking guy. I'm with him 100%. That you talked that about the Cardinals? Okay, cool. About the Blues, what you said about the Blues, it was brilliant earlier. I'm with you. So this guy Doug would vote for me every day, and he's like, "Dang, this guy's great." And people are finding me on Twitter, and I'm like, Doug Vaughn's a fucking truth speaker. He's the true son,
true son of Missouri,
yes.
man. True son of Missouri.
And then I went full racist. So everything, and Doug was like, yeah, this guy gets it. And I'm like, yeah, remember when baseball was better? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean.
Yeah. And he's like, wait a minute. So then they also shut that guy down because they were afraid I was going to get the Doug Vaughn in trouble. Like back him into a Twitter thing where he was going to get fired. But then I had Nick the 9-year-old where he would come on and this one guy couldn't read the emails. Our buddy Darren Plowboy. He's just
It's
like,
part of the...
Here I am. What? Like he's sounding out words and shit, and he's not. I'm like, God dang it.
It was endearing on a couple of them.
Endearing. So I created this character that would be real easy for him. It was like, I like the radio. I am getting a car for Christmas. All this like stuff that a 9-year-old would put, and I'm like, thank you for your time. Like if a teacher told a 9-year-old to write an email to this show, what they would say, I like baseball. It would always come back to the sports. So they're like, oh, that's cool. And at the end, I would be like, postscript. Sometimes I sit in bed and think about the decay of society. And I wonder if technology, while binding us, also pulls us apart. And he's got like this deep thought at the end. Anyway, Nick the 9-year-old. I'd sign off there. That caught fire. I had a construction worker where I would give construction tips where it was,
God damn it. I love Colin.
Hey, be-doo bop.
Awesome.
Be-doo bop ba-doo. I would always put be-doo bop. So the guy who's reading it would have to go be-doo bop ba-doo. And then he would fucking... today I'm gonna learn you. He'd always say, I'm gonna learn you. Today I'm gonna fucking learn you how to hang a new shower door or whatever, and be like, step 1, always put down a tarp in your area. Make sure your area is clean. Step 2, get your tools out. Make sure they're organized. Step 3, begin to disassemble the old shower doors. Step 4, have your stepdad Randy come in. Step 5, ask Randy why his ass looks like that in those pants. Step 7, make sweet, passionate love to your stepdad. Step 8, get a torque wrench, put on the last nuts on the shower door, bada bing, bada boom, you got
a shower.
And voila.
Yeah,
You would
voila,
always say,
you got a shower.
and voila, you got a fucking shower door. And so they'd always be like, what was step 5 and 6? Well, what exactly was that? There you had me all the way. And I was doing construction at the time, so I
Whatever
knew
your
all
job was
these
doing,
little
made sense.
projects.
Yep.
And I knew exactly. It sounded like a real email, and that guy Doug would be like, "That was a handy
Helpful.
tip." And they're like, "Did you not hear step 5 and 6?" So me and him even had. He didn't know. He just knew the play. And then I had one. What was the guy who would always start? Oh, then there was a guy who almost won as much as Cucky. All these characters started to go on victory runs though, where I was like, I have proven something to myself. I can do this shit. And it was I had this guy named Kevin Shippett. My best friends, it's a mixture of my best friends' names from when I was a kid. And they used to say, oh, he shipped the email of the day. He shipped it. That means you won. So I was like, I'm Kevin Shippett. Ha, JK. It was all littered with ha, JK. And the way the guy read it, I go, it would start out with wee woo, wee woo. Oh my God, can you smell that? Well, someone better call the fire department because I have hot takes on sports that are certainly going to set this place ablaze. Ha, JK.
Hi, just kidding. Just kidding.
And this guy never used, never put an apostrophe on anything.
Yeah.
He was, unless it was a possessive noun or something. But like, what is that? Contractions? It's, it is.
Yeah.
Never used one. So everything was it is. It was never it's. And then I would always be like, hey, Blues, you lost the game 4-3 last night. Were you not trying? You should try to score more points than the other team. Just kidding. You guys tried real hard. So they would have to read this.
Just a total
I'd go,
deadpan character.
Oh, burnt him with that one. I would always resort to, I said something dumb and then like, fucking got him with that one. And then at the end it was like, thank you very much for reading this email. I'm very sincere. That guy went on a fucking run, bud. Craig, you got those plants up?
I got the plants
That
up
turned
real
into
quick.
this show, kind of, a little bit.
Real
Just-
quick, I want to
Whatever. We're transitioning.
acknowledge that Kush Coach wants to try some native hemp extract. So we need to get a bottle of native
Nah, I'm
hemp
good on that.
out to Kush Coach.
I'm good on him getting his fucking mind working better because I need to
whoop his ass.
He's down. He's down in this town. He's down in this ton.
He's down in this ton?
I don't know.
He also asked, why are you guys not on, or how are you not on SNL? And
Oh, dude, that was
legitimate.
my mini SNL. Can I
No.
write enough characters
Yep.
that I can talk myself into believing?
I never think characters are hard. I mean, we'll come up with a character everywhere. Every day, we'll come up with 2 or 3 different
That's how we
characters.
live our lives, though. I've often said my life is a sitcom. You know, I know there's like shows that kind of
Sure.
mimic that.
Sure.
but-
I mean, you'll just walk into a room and people will be like,
No, it's actually the exact opposite.
Yeah,
So when you say pithy things to people,
everyone's just like,
everyone's like, "Fuck you." You're not getting it. My life doesn't actually help.
oh.
I wish though.
Explain
it
your
would be so
joke
much
to me,
better.
please.
Oh, get out the. Do I need the diagram?
That's one of my new favorite things.
I know.
Steve and I diagramming jokes
Jokes.
and soccer formations. We diagram jokes and soccer formations.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Not bad. Not bad. All right.
Okay, let's
here we
see
go.
them plants now.
We got a
everybody.
guy. He grows weed. He grows the best hemp we've ever tried. Makes the best hemp product we've ever tried. So let's talk to him about your garden because you can't get a fucking decent piece of advice out of
Cannabis?
that fucking coach out of Colorado.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I hate saying anything with him watching
Because he's gonna be like, "You're right, dude."
he's gonna be like,
You're an idiot.
All right, Steve. What are we looking? What are we looking at here,
wrong,
Steve? Oh.
canceled.
Fuck him. Yeah, you can throw a right hook, but from Colorado, I don't think so.
What
Good luck.
do you want to ask him, bud?
Punch these simple faces. Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I got. I am at. When do you start counting from seed germination? Like when people say, I'm at day 63. When are they talking about? From seed germination or from when they put it in the soil?
I mean, for me personally,
Yeah.
it's from whenever it's sprouted, like out
Okay.
of the soil. When it's
Okay, so
collecting
that's
sunlight,
day one.
that's day one to me.
Okay. If that's the case, these are only December, or they're probably only about a month old. These are. What's today's date? The 12th?
Today's date is the 11th.
11th. They are right at 1 month old.
Yeah. And that looks right to me.
But
I mean,
from
you'll start
germinating,
seeing, like,
I let the taproot get that long on those blue TNGs too. The big ones you can see are blue TNGs.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. You just have to be real careful, not to break that taproot because it's super fragile.
Is it?
Oh
Yeah.
I mean, it's really fragile.
Does it matter if you have them pointed down too?
It'll orient itself, but it helps.
Okay.
If you kind of orient it.
Because the one I have is kind of growing like this a little bit, and I was like, I wonder if the taproot was on top or something. I don't know, because it is kind of. It has a little bonsai to it. But then I also had one that was dug out by my cat.
Yeah.
While I was like watering stuff. When I'm watering those, should I take them? Can you take them out of the tent? Like, or is that too dark? Like just ambient light? Will that harm them out at all?
No,
it's not
okay.
gonna harm
Yeah, a
them.
couple people said they hear people when first true leaf set is day one. A couple people have said that.
First leaf set is day one.
I guess.
So is that? I mean, that's
That'd be
sprouting
like
out.
Not the
Cody Leedens?
Yeah,
Cody's?
Yeah.
Cody Leeds? Cody Leed? Cody Leed? Okay, so.
Gosh, I was going to say something. I
those
lost
first
that.
two leaves?
No, it was something before that, but doesn't matter. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really go by days. I don't grow autos anyways. I mean, it's just.
Those are
whenever I
photos,
flip it.
the big
Okay.
ones. The other little guys are autos.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're going to notice differences in every genetic that you grow. I mean, they're either going to be more vigorous, less, they're going to have a better branch structure. I mean, you'll just see lots of difference between different chemovars. I mean, the ones I've got going now are just, I mean, they're tree trunks. Like, these are probably the most vigorous vegetative plants I've ever seen in my life. Like,
real.
They're insane. And I've done a little bit different with my soil and stuff, like living soil and trying to, step away from some of the synthetic fertilizers.
What is the cultivar?
It's can I say it on air? Are we in hour 3 yet?
Oh yeah, you can,
yeah. Poontang cream.
Poontang cream is what it's called.
Poontang cream.
Jesus, Dennison.
Come on, bud. God, we try to bring you on here to class the joint up a little
show?
bit.
Yeah. Well,
Poontang cream. All right.
Poontang cream come out of California, but
Big,
not
thick
that
old
matters. Of course, they've got great big heads out there, but
okay. So my plan here is I got to somehow flower these.
Okay.
And I only have one tent, and I have autos and photos. And right now, I'm starting to see a little bit of root pop out of the bottom holes of those 3-gallon pots.
On the autos?
On the photos, on those big photos.
Okay.
The autos are about 15 days behind them, maybe even a couple more. How do I do that? Can I switch them to 12 and 12 at some point?
Well,
is it possible? Is what I'm saying. What I have going on, because I just grew a couple to see if they were males. To see, this is my first grow. I'm experimenting with a lot of different things going on here. Staying legal, trying to battle that whole game, and still have enough medicine. At the end, if everything doesn't go right, that's the nerve-wracking thing about my first grow. And I don't need RSO. I just need medicine to fucking chill me out, help me with my bones. If I needed RSO and I was relying on this, this becomes a lot more important, to where I think we need to look at that and say, yeah, for the first year you have your cultivator's license, you get triple the limits or something.
Just to
because
figure
you
it
need
out.
to try. You need to figure stuff out. Like, I was popping all sorts of seeds, and I'm like, well, shit, if I pop more than 6 seeds, is this going to be a deal? And, because I want to stay compliant. I want to follow the rules right now and then change the rules if we fucking need to. That's the deal. So I'm figuring out how I get these 6 plants to all switch and maybe flower at the same time.
So I mean, I almost hate giving any kind of advice because I'm not real intimate with Missouri's.
Sure. We're just talking.
We're just talking about growing flowers.
Yeah, just growing flowers.
Hypothetically, if you
we're not giving any legal advice here. We're just figuring all this shit out too. And he's from Illinois.
Closest I've been to someone from Illinois, man.
I can throw a baseball into the river from my house.
I can throw a football over the mountains.
I get to look up at the river in flood years. It's pretty exciting. From
What?
My house. Yeah. Let's see. 2019. If the sand levee would have broke, we would have had like 7 or 8 foot of water over top of our house.
Damn! Why are you living on the edge like that, bud?
It's exciting.
You see a little leak in like a little pinhole. You're like, fuck!
We gotta
go! I just watched Vegas Vacation. He's in the dam, and he has that little hole.
Where can I find some damn bait?
Yeah, that's one of my. I say it every time I go fishing, dude.
I've worked at a dam for 6 years. Like,
For real?
Yeah. Oh, you guys know that?
I knew that.
I don't know. I probably did.
I
I
knew
just
that.
I wanted to act like I didn't. I didn't care about what you say. So tell me more about my.
Anyways,
plans.
okay. So my advice would be, during veg, the humidity and a lot of those things really don't matter quite as much as when you're in flower. Like that's when you're going to have a lot of the issues with that. You can get issues with humidity with in veg mode. But
What do you want
in
your
veg
humidity
stage-
at?
Well, that's besides the point. Like to do what you're wanting to do, you could pull your autos out into another light area. If you don't have another tent, I mean, in that same area would probably be okay. And you could, drag them along for like a couple weeks before they start going.
The
Like,
photos
How
or
many
the-
days on your autos?
Autos, I think I'm at. I want to say I'm 15 days behind.
I mean, what's their?
They're 15
total-
days old.
Total growth period.
15.
No. Oh,
To
over
finish.
till finish. Yeah. So
my autos.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I thought the
I'm
one
not-
that I
They're
thought
OG Kush Immaculate Seeds. I think 60 to 70.
well, not on the autos though. The auto's the Magic Melon, right? Because I feel like
Well,
I saw a couple people chop them at like 63.
I have.
Does that sound right?
I have a couple Magic Melon, or I have one Magic Melon, one OG, 2 OG, and 3 Blue TNG. So I got a.
Right, but isn't Magic Melon the only auto?
No.
Oh, okay.
OG Kush are
Oh, okay.
autos,
Nice,
too.
nice.
The Magic Melon was I transferred. I just wanted to see if I could bring that one back. Just an experiment on. It was in a little pipe, a little pot, and I was like, "Fuck, what do I do with this? What I mean? It's dying.
Right, it's
Is there
not
a
gonna
way to
survive,
bring it back? Oh well, it's coming back a little bit, but I'm still,
Yeah.
once they get to. I need to start growing more into veg, and that's what I need to figure out too. The cycle. You know what I mean? Like I was
You need
just.
another tent.
That's the deal. That's what
Really.
I'm figuring out.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to have an area where you can flower. You can
And
keep
veg.
under 18 or flower and veg.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of what I was saying. I mean, you could probably you're gonna run out of space too. If you take those photos too much further.
What if
'cause
I
they're
just
gonna-
took
they're gonna
all
get
that
at
to
least
12 and
30%
12?
longer?
Tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm not that familiar with autos. I mean, I'm sure that they'll
Kush
flower.
Coach said you could throw your autos under a 12 and 12 and they'll do what autos do.
I've read that
They might even veg for a while longer. I mean, the whole thing is like the plant has to build up a hormone in a system to tell it to turn over, to start flowering. That only happens whenever there's no light present. So like, you do more harm to a plant by adding light in a dark period than you do taking light away in a light period. If that makes sense.
No
So like
doubt.
the light is like burning that hormone. It's like pushing it back, right? So whenever you take the light away, it allows that hormone to come out. So that's why, like, if you planted an outdoor crop in a valley or something wherever it gets 2-3 hours less daylight every year, it's going to start flowering earlier than something that was planted out, in a plain that gets, full sun all day long. So you're just trying to manipulate that. I mean, like I said, you could. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not going to hurt. You're going to get a ton of medicine off those 4 photos, anyways. Like,
even if I switch them into flower.
Right now, you're going to have plenty for yourself.
Well, they're about I would say a foot tall.
Yeah, they're looking like that.
Yeah.
It's probably got 6 sets of branches.
Well, what's a set of branches?
Like, where
when
your
they
nodes
come out.
Yeah.
Dude, the one Dorothy is the most perfect looking. It goes up. It has 2 that come out this way, 2 that come out this way, and then it has 2 little ones that split around those. It's so symmetrical down there. I'm like, holy shit. The other ones
cool?
aren't as, but I was like, look at this.
Magic Melon's
motherfucker.
going on 90 days for Kush Coach.
That's what I'm saying.
And I just saw,
It seems
Andrew
like a long
took a
time
picture
for
at
a-
81, and she's like, "There's no rush to chop, so I'm gonna keep." Because they pushed the date back on the deal, so I think a lot of people were going to chop, and around 80 days or something like that.
What gallon pot is he in?
I don't know. Ask him.
Oh, is this one of your competition plans?
No.
But he's not in. He's not in the competition.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I was like,
I'm just gonna
screw the
grow it.
photos.
But it is the
I'm gonna
genetics
grow it.
that everybody's growing.
Okay.
So
I am going to grow it.
we'll
and
be
just
able to
prove
bench
that it's
it.
better.
We'll be able to
Private.
bench it against the other ones. Like it won't be at the same time, but you will get to see how it kind of matches up against some people with a little purple
Damn
scientific
right.
in it. It'd be great, dude. It's gonna be great.
We'll make sure you don't come in dead last.
I'm going to switch the cameras while I flip to the next picture, just in case.
Won't be the first time.
Just in case. So you guys go
Oh,
ahead and
yeah,
continue to
dude,
talk.
definitely.
You know what I mean.
Definitely. Thank you. Okay, so there you go.
I feel safe. All right.
So, do you have any plans to?
And I have to
crop
get
them?
rid of.
I mean, are you gonna top?
Is this the
them?
same one?
It's a different one, so we're good. So I just need to take those 4 into flour. I need another tent.
You need another tent.
Yeah, I saw somebody said, "Don't let them veg much longer. You're running out of space."
Yeah, that's getting tight. Because you don't want that stuff like laying up against the side of your tent. It's going to get temperature differences there and like cause humidity or cause condensation on like your flour. And
So I
stuff.
need to
Maybe
flip 'em.
botrytis or something.
So I need to flip. I'm just going to turn it to 12 and 12 and see what happens. That's all I can
It's
do.
not going to hurt. I mean, it's not.
That's all I can do.
You're just gonna start putting flowers out.
Yeah, you're gonna.
That's all I'm gonna do.
They're gonna veg for probably like another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, even before you really start seeing flower come on. They're gonna grow 30% larger than that.
Where are my
before they-
buds?
Even after he flips the lights?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
when they really grow because they get like a rest and they're like,
Just
really
like we do. We
sleeping.
grow
Yeah,
when we
exactly.
sleep. Yeah,
Exactly.
right on.
They seem like they're out of control now.
Oh, they get nuts. They start growing exponentially. That's why, and they put on flower exponentially.
It's all
too,
about
so
they're your roots too, and also like whatever you got a big fat stalk feeding that plant.
Yeah.
Like,
So do the
That's what
roots?
it
has
is.
no
the
no
roots
choice
don't.
but to.
The roots don't grow as much in the flowering, right?
Right.
As
yeah,
they
it's
do
pretty
in
much
veg.
set, and it just
That's
it stops.
wild to me.
It gets to the point where it's no longer putting on any kind of plant material other than flower.
I mean,
And
they're
that
putting
comes
on
in-
leaves every goddamn day. They have a new little sprout from the top that looks like that, and then by the end of the day, they're out already.
I mean, it is literally.
Coach
exponential
says that
'cause
blue
it's doubling,
tenji will fill
doubling,
up at least a quarter of that tent. He said they stretch 2 to 3 times the plant's height.
What am I doing? I'm gonna have a fucking
Jungle.
That's all I want.
He just comes out fucking smiling.
That's all I want in my life.
What I would do is just prune the living hell out of the photos slowly. Don't ever take more than a third of the plant
Yeah,
at a
that's what
time.
I've
That's a
heard.
lot, but and make sure you have plenty of water there for them because they're going to be drinking, trying to repair themselves. But over the next, if you flip them now, over the next few weeks, go ahead and start pruning off quite a bit of nodes, just so it'll only put on flower onto those.
And the nodes are where my branches are coming out. There's a little, kind of looks like a little thing like this coming out of above. Okay.
And then
So real elementary question here. When we're talking about flipping the lights, we're flipping to a 12-12, half daylight, half night.
Have you heard of people going 24 or
24?
48 hours of darkness?
Right before?
Yeah. That's what a lot of people were saying. It gives your plants a little extra rest before you flip it into the 12 and 12.
Yeah.
And I
haven't
before you
experimented
flip
with
it to
but
12-12?
Yeah,
Or
like
before
set it in a
before you
straight
chop
dark,
it?
No, before you flip it into 12-12. They were saying before you go into that time change, if you let them sleep for a while. I've been.
That seems like, and I
I've
don't
been
know.
reading message
I don't
boards,
know.
So let me
fucking
tell you
anything
that.
about anything. So, but what are the kind of environment stressors that would potentially make a plant harm?
There's a lot. pH, light is a big one. I don't.
So
know
that's
if
what I was
would-
wondering.
yeah.
If you flip to a night, say in the middle
Gotcha.
of is that something that could potentially throw your plant off into a
I'm
harm?
reading message boards. I'm just throwing information out there.
Before a
Don't
chop,
listen to me.
You could do that before a chop.
Okay.
Throw them in darkness for a couple days before you harvest them.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to like really boost your terpene profile and concentration.
Okay, well, yeah,
'Cause it's gonna
let's do
pull
that.
everything up into the plant because it's in its sleep cycle, so like it's pulling all.
He said to ask Ricky what the stretch is like on that cultivar, on the blue Tangy.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay?
I'm learning so much. This is the tits.
Who said
Well,
that?
who doesn't love tits?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, who doesn't love learning?
Yeah.
And learning about
Yeah,
tits.
learning's fine.
Learning
But
about
let's talk
tits
about
is
the
cool.
tits for a second.
Let's go back to
Let's get back to them titties, boy.
Yeah. You ever shake titties this fast?
I think Lady Di did. We had to
man.
slow it down.
Do girls ever
Slow-mo.
shake their titties this fast?
I do it with my balls all the time.
There's no way.
I do. I'm
There's
aggressive.
no way you could get your balls moving
Oh,
that fast.
buddy, yes,
Let's
I
see
can.
it.
You want
Let's
to see it right now
Let's
on
see
camera?
it right now
I'll
on
fucking
camera.
show
Let's
you
see it right now on camera.
Fucking just grab each side of the scrotum and just
Oh,
bang him against the table.
Like an old lady with her purse beating off an attacker.
Dude, tell me you guys have heard that fucking it's my favorite internet video of all time.
You say that once a week.
I will post it in the group. You're right, I do. But it's a dude going into work, and he's calling into work because he's going to be a little bit late. And he just saw a wreck right in like as he's calling in a little bit late. He's describing this wreck, this fender bender that just took place with this fucking dude, and he's trying to fucking tell the story to his boss on the voicemail of these three old ladies just beating the fuck out of this guy in this Mercedes that bumped him. It's one of the fucking greatest things ever.
Is that set up?
I'm sure. I don't care.
It was good.
I don't care. As a content creator, if you got me to believe for a second that maybe it was real, cool, man.
Cool,
dude.
Cool,
Damn,
man. Big
dude.
Bobby's coming back.
Come on, man.
Picturing Craig's balls taped, drilled over there.
Stop picturing my balls, Dennison. I'm a
hilarious. That's how I picture his balls.
a respectable human being.
Image I can't get rid of.
Okay, when do I put my canopy in? My net, my screen. I got a screen. Do I put one in? Do I even do that? Do I even do it? Am I too late?
I mean, I don't know if if you're gonna flower them now. I don't know if they'll be big enough to really worry about it too much because mostly it's support. Because when those branches get real big and heavy, I mean, like on my outdoor plants, I had branches breaking everywhere because just a branch would weigh, wet probably a quarter pound. I mean, it's heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a bud on there that's that big around and that long. I mean, it's
it's
heavy
gonna
when
weigh
it's wet.
something. Yeah.
So if you're doing that, inside a tin, if you're growing one or you have, a large area you can do it in, you'll definitely want to do that. I mean, if you were to take those probably 45 days and you were to top them, and start training them down.
Is that where
I always do it like right before flower. I mean, kind of probably a week or two before I throw them into flower. Just so I can start getting those branches bent down and train.
Topping is when I take the fresh growth that's coming straight out of the top and clip that.
So you'll go right down to the next set of nodes, and you'll get as close as you can to that with clean, sharp scissors. Snip that, take it out. So
And then
it'll double up.
Okay, so I should probably do that to all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say.
So that makes them. That makes them grow out.
Should I not do that then?
That's what I'm thinking because you don't have a lot of space. Maybe you can keep them in a cone shape. You're going to have a great big hole at the top.
Gotcha.
They're going to be a lot smaller ones on the sides, but that might be a good option for you because you can prune all those back and just put all that energy up into just one big hole up the top. Maybe possibly.
That's a good idea.
Just to save space.
Yeah. Because it's weird. I've seen. It's crazy now that I'm learning more about it. It's spread out, and you can have a bunch of cool looking things, but then some people just have a plant that looks like a huge nug in itself. There's so many different ways to do this. It's just it's fascinating. Okay, so I had another question. Oh, my pH with my reverse osmosis water, I put the little thing in there, and
you're getting your ass kicked by the pH.
It'll say 6.55, 6.54, 6.53, 6.52, 6.51, 6.50.
That's perfect.
Well, then it just keeps going. Like if I check it in 5 minutes, it'll be 6.32, 6.31, 6.30. And I'm like, well, this thing's fucked up. I go to the calibration, and it's dead nuts on. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Is the oxygen...
Yeah, it sounds like it's getting, because pH is just the positively and negatively charged ions or whatever.
Okay.
I mean, so it's a hydrogen molecule attached or unattached to molecules. So like in your soil, your cation exchange capacity is like the soil's capacity to accept and give away these ions or whatever. So I mean, it's because RO water is neutral. I mean, it is nothing. There's absolutely nothing in there. So I don't know.
I mean, shouldn't it, why doesn't it read at 7? I guess
I don't have that problem, so I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I would.
And what's a better way to get
investigate your
water?
a little bit better. I mean, what are you doing? Taking from the tap and?
No, I have
distilled water.
Schnucks. I buy Schnucks distilled water.
Oh fuck, man. Okay. Do you have a ppm meter?
What's ppm?
Parts per million. Measure particulate?
No.
Okay. That would be the first thing I'd do to any
Distilled
or RO or fucking any kind of water you get from a store, because I was popping seeds 2019 and I had distilled water that I used on like 1,500 seeds or something. I checked with a ppm meter and it was reading like 1,800. For distilled water, it should read 0. So there was 1,800 parts per million of something in that water.
Oh, shit.
So you're just trusting a label, bud.
Yeah, you trust in a label.
You're just trusting a fucking label. You got all the tools in the world. You're just going to take people's word for it.
That's the unfortunate truth. I mean, I had no idea until we checked it. And I was
we're all
like,
being
holy
poisoned.
crap,
We're all being
dude.
poisoned,
Like,
guys.
really? I mean,
what do
it's
I
probably
do then?
chlorine or fluoride or whatever.
And I can't use spring water.
I'll tell you what, Kush Coach is he's adding a bunch in. Well, it's got a bunch of
That's what
other
I wanted to get
right?
a calcium. I need like a meter that read out how many minerals were in your water.
You'd have to have your water tested, yeah.
The water seems to be my hardest thing to get, because you can't just. If I got my tap tested, is any tap good enough for the plants? No,
I wouldn't do it
because it
around
always
here.
has like fluoride and shit.
What's bad about municipal water supplies in the Midwest is atrazine. It's an ag chemical that everybody uses. It's really cheap, it's effective, and it's really persistent in the environment. It's a endocrine disruptor. Actually, you probably shouldn't drink any of your water anywhere around here, but it's not tested and it doesn't fall under the Clean Water Act. It's like a regulatory thing. So. And that's used for pre-emergent. It's a pre-emergence herbicide, so it kills germination of seeds and things. So
shit.
I personally wouldn't use tap water around here.
Okay. Well, I've heard of people keeping aquariums and being able to keep a water level consistent, like at like 6.2 or something in a.
It happens often in like an aquaponics setup, right? Like in that
and
kind of.
I was like, oh shit! If you could get like a tub and have like goldfish or something simple, some
tilapia, something that would eat all the bullshit out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that. I don't know. That's something I need to look into.
Aquaponics is fascinating. What do you want, Alan?
Denison, how much does semen help a plant grow? It seems the more I drink, the more it makes me grow. Talk that jizz D slowly. Ooh, squirt.
How much?
How much?
I mean,
he just wants to know how much semen helps plant grow.
If I had to put a number on it, probably 7%. 7%.
7%, not bad.
It's worth it.
Steve, you got a chance here, bud.
Oh, mine are going to be like
they're going to be 12 foot tall plants.
432.
All right. While you guys were waxing poetic, Kush Coach is learning some folks on there. The idea on harvest is to reduce all the chlorophyll from the plant before harvest. That's why people flush and do dark period. It's also why we slow dry. They're asking for cure tips. Get the fade to set in by cutting back nutrients that brings out fall colors, along with lowering temps ever so slightly. Once 2 weeks later, it's harvest time or 24 to 48 hours of dark. Hanging at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 60% humidity for 14 days. Add a bit of nutrients, then adjust the pH. Basically, bring your ppm to 200, then adjust your pH.
Wait, what did that say? I'm sorry. I was getting
bring your ppm to 200, then adjust your pH is what he was saying.
How do I get my ppm to 200?
I'm assuming when he's talking about adding nutrients.
Distilled.
So like if you went from 0 and you were adding in,
what I've been
that's
doing-
a number. Yeah, you don't want to go over like probably 1,500 ppm will choke your plant up. I mean, if you're putting that much nutrients in the soil.
What
Plants love cum. Also, this.
I'll pH my water after I put my nutrients in.
Yeah.
Because will that change pH at all? I would thought
Yeah,
it might make the reverse osmosis water a little more stable.
I mean, a lot of them will typically lower your pH. That's why you'll see farmers out there throwing lime on their field because they're adding nitrogen to the soil all the time, and it lowers the pH. It acidifies the soil, so they have to put lime out there, to neutralize that. So
And
same concept.
What's fucked up too about the reverse osmosis water is I've gotten a batch or whatever. I got a big thing and then another big thing, and one was like 8.4. 8.39, and I was like, what the fuck? So I did have to put a fucking dropper. I used an old one of those, put a drop of the stuff that was in a gallon of the pH down, and it took it down to like 5.2 immediately. I was like, fucking drop of the shit?
That actually sounds more like RO water to me. That sounds more normal. So yeah, if you add... That's why he's telling you to add your nutrients and stuff beforehand. So, then there will be things in the water for the acid to
add your base to bring reverse osmosis water to 200 parts per million, then adjust your pH, then add nutrients.
And that probably gives you that pH buffer.
So wait, so how?
I'll lower your pH, buddy, but I'm gonna raise that dick. Squirt.
What did you say?
Say it again.
I'll lower your pH, buddy, but I'm gonna raise that dick.
You're
Squirt.
on one today, Alan. He's firing on the farmer.
Wow, Alan's got a crush.
He's coming at Dennison hard. Guys, we're a little over on a break.
Are we?
Yeah, we're actually like
We
20
do
minutes over
commercials?
on a break. We do some
Well,
commercials.
I got here late,
One of the
so we'll do
commercials
whatever
are on
we
it. We'll go to fucking noon. I don't care. I got a meeting at 2 at my other office. Other than that, I don't care.
Can I run something by you
Do anything
live?
you want, pal.
Well, I'll do it at a commercial.
We'll do it at a
break.
commercial.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
these are our sponsors. He's one of them. If you enter code HOSO, you're going to get a significant discount on his amazing products if you go to nativehempextract.com. In the meantime, check out our commercials, laugh a little bit, be somebody, spend some money with them.
Come on.
Act like you give a shit about us.
Oh, hey. It's Adam McChesney with Ms. Marketing. We specialize in lead generation, filling your pipeline, and taking care of your payments. Give us a call today.
Adam from Ms. Marketing took me from 10 leads to 300 leads in a month, and I became the strongest boy in the schoolyard.
He increased the revenue for my fit charter fishing business by 30% in 1 month. Ms. Marketing.
What was that Facebook algorithm? What was that Instagram? Ms. Marketing.
I know it's late, baby, but you got me thinking about my dream home.
Yeah, girl. You know, Bungeon Property Group doesn't just sell houses, they sell dreams. You know when the best time to talk about dreams is? In the middle of the night. That's why Bungeon Property Group is famously open 24 hours a day, so you can whisper sweet nothings in the middle of the night. Oh yeah. Tell me all your dreams of white picket fences, in-ground pools, and I'll find them for you. In an area with a low crime rate, general proximity to nice parks, walking distance to the grocery store, easy access to the highways. A place where you can offer a quality education to your children, all while feeling safe in your front yard while they play. Let me talk that dream house talk to you. Let me be your dream realtor. Adam Bondred.
Shabba. Hey, ladies.
I'm gonna smoke a little weed, boy.
I wanna grow some trees, boy.
When I grow all the weed that I smoke,
And I blow all the trees that he grows.
and I smoke all the weed that I grow.
And I grow all the trees that he smokes.
Well, I'm growing and I'm smoking.
So I go see Bo.
And I'm smoke what I grow, yeah.
Grow active solution.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Bo knows hydro.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Grow active solutions.
Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono how to grow. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution.
I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world.
Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp.
It's a stomp, it's a wiggle. Turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf.
Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
Hey guys, it's me, Kippy the Crazy Koala Bear, and I'm here to tell you about James Carlton Insurance.
Kids, quiet down.
It's the best.
Kids, quiet down and listen to Kippy.
Grown-ups need insurance, and Uncle James can help.
Right on.
Grown-ups need insurance. He's got the best reviews on Yelp. Grown-ups need insurance if they want to protect their house.
Yes, sir.
Grown-ups need insurance if they want to properly bury a spouse.
That's a bit morbid.
Grown-ups need insurance if they drive a truck.
Okay.
Grown-ups need insurance just so they don't get...
Whoa, Kippy, you can't.
Well, I was just
no,
going to
you
say
cannot.
get in trouble.
Okay, well, it
you
sounded
don't
like you
want
were
to
going
get
to
in trouble.
sounded like you were going to say something else. James Carlton, State Farm Insurance. You can find him online at carltoninsurance.net, or you can call him at 314-961-4800.
Native hemp inside of me. 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 I got 1,800 milligrams going real good down my throat. When I wake up in the morning and I need a pick-me-up, well, I grab my bottle of native hemp and I splash it on my tongue. Lap, lap, lap. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me.
Native hemp extract, available at HoosierSophisticate.com. Enter code HOSO, H-O-S-O, at checkout for an additional 30% off. Welcome back. Hoosier Sophisticate Show. What are you doing over there, bud? Just trying to hide?
Yeah, feel them
Trying
titties,
to hide?
dude. This is show to feel their tits. Hold your
feel-
tits.
Hold on to your titties.
Hold on to your tits. Your grandpa ever say that to you?
Yeah, that's why our commercial says it.
Oh, is that
when
what
we
it
come
said?
back? It's when the countdown
Oh,
gets done, it
that's
says
right.
hold on to your tits.
That's why it says that, because your grandpa.
Because my
used to-
grandpa used to say, hold on to your titties, boy.
I think you turn on
Actually, my grandpa used to always say, listen, the cat's pissing. Where? Over, under the chair. Hurry, get the gun, son of a bitch. That's what my grandpa used to say.
That probably sounds.
Milk it. Prostate milk on my Cheerios. I want prostate milk shakes.
And my company's dead.
Are you kidding me?
That's the line.
We sold you out.
That's
bud.
what killed it.
We sold you out, bud. You couldn't even keep it on the goddamn shelves, bud. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Squirt. Squirt. Squirt.
Well, maybe don't put a
Why is it
vibrator. Maybe
saying
don't
squirt,
put a
squirt,
vibrator
squirt?
on the
I'm done.
electronics in the studio if you don't want them squirting, bud.
Dirty bastard.
Keep yourself together, Alan.
He
Where's
calls
it
it
come out?
squirts.
Yeah, every time. I think the way he explained it is.
I'm gonna scoop some of that up. I'm gonna scoop some of this up for my plants at home.
Oh, perfect. See, this is a. No. No, you got to collect it in a device.
Sorry. No, I keep it in here. I'll regurgitate.
Oh, like you're
later.
gonna baby feed it. You're gonna bird feed it.
Oh god.
Robin feeding? Is that what we call it?
I mean, you could get your pH down like that, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Boning me up with that buzz, says Herfy.
Oh,
yeah, he boned up. He
Herfy,
boned up
dirty
Alan
little
too.
Bitch.
Sicko. Herfy's
Dirty
a sick-
bitch.
Herfy's a sicko.
Dennison, where's the most interesting place you've ever been?
Oh, this is good.
I get asked that question all the time.
Oh, fuck you, man.
I don't have a good answer for you.
Well, give me
'cause
top three. What's the first one on the top of your head? Interesting. Fun.
top of my head,
Cool.
Cairo, Egypt. I mean, going to the pyramids was, I mean, it was awe-inspiring. Like, you see pictures, you see documentaries and stuff, but until you're standing next to one of these stones that's twice as tall as you and 4 times as long, and they're piled up, higher than you could see them. I mean, they look like they go into the clouds when you're standing at the base.
It's incredible.
I mean,
Can you climb it?
2.3 million stone. No. There are lots of Egyptian people standing around with AK-47s.
Making
Do
sure
not
you
climb
don't
it.
fucking climb the pyramid.
Yeah,
Well,
actually, interestingly, you could. Yeah,
like
there was
steps?
people.
Didn't they say it used to be smooth at one point?
Yeah, they were capped, limestone capped.
Fuck.
They would have looked really pretty, and I think some of them were gold capped at the top, possibly. I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
don't
said
know.
when the sun would hit off of it at certain angles, and it's actually not a pyramid. I heard it's actually a 8-sided pyramid. There's a slight difference in each. There's when they had the caps on, they came to a slight point. This is just something I heard from a Graham Hancock thing I was watching.
That would maybe make
online.
sense. I mean, the idea of it being
So that way it gave you a slightly different angle when you're looking at it, that
Yeah.
only an eighth of the pyramid is lit up by the sun. And I was like, what the
Graham Hancock's my dude,
fuck,
man.
man?
I love
And
Graham
everyone,
Hancock.
all the Egyptologists, Graham Hancock and all
Yeah.
those guys, that it's so weird how
they reject everything he says
Yes.
because their
It's
livelihood
new.
depends on
Yeah,
it.
it's new.
Their livelihood means that they have to be operating on the Egyptian timeline that has been laid out. And so any new information showing the civilization being older than it is a threat to their expertise. But he basically showed that there are erosion marks in the
Sphinx.
in the Sphinx, and I think and on the pyramids that are not wind erosion. They are water erosion marks. So they used to sit in water or around water.
It dated at like 24,000 years.
It's crazy,
or something,
man.
Like almost
It's
twice
crazy.
as old as they
Carbon
thought.
dating's weird too. Like,
I got a problem with that.
yeah, carbon dating's weird. I've heard a few different people kind of
Yeah.
blow up why it doesn't. I mean, it just gives us a rough idea, right? But even then, we're basing that. I think my brother was talking about a guy he used to work with, and the guy was like, if you saw a candle that was burning, how would you be able to tell how long the candle has been burning if you never saw what the candle looked like in the beginning? How would you date that candle's life? It's kind of a
That's a cool question.
kind of an interesting question.
He's like, yeah, man, how big was that?
He's like, I don't know, dude, but this weed is fucking good.
How big was that fucking candle, man?
This weed is
You got me
fucking
fucked
good,
up.
bud.
What do you think built it since you've seen them? Do you have any theories on...
Man,
I mean, does it
don't
look
know.
like something man could...
It could be made by man.
Really?
I mean, I think it would have been a monumental undertaking.
Well played, sir. Well played, sir.
They
Where's the fucking bell when you need it, you know?
Have you seen the guy who proved it by himself, that he dug a pit and then had a pulley system where he took that huge monolith, stacked it up, and then flipped it over? But, I mean, he proved that you could do it like once and move it a certain amount.
Until you are on that tour bus going to the pyramids and driving past the quarry where they quarried these fucking rocks like 40 miles away, and then you drive in a car for like another 30, 40 minutes to get to these pyramids. You're like,
that's amazing.
And cross the river. You know, like how do they do that?
Oh fuck! There's a river.
Yeah, the Nile River.
Not just any river.
The Nile.
The Nile just ain't just
and
the
then
river in
it's
Egypt. Okay.
Hundreds of feet up on top of a plateau. And it's so weird because it's like green, and then
the
desert.
quarry's on
in
the
pyramid.
other side of the Nile.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I knew
And
that
like-
they took granite pieces from even a different quarry and somehow got those bastards there. And one of the theories was they slightly wet the desert sand and that'll make it slide a little smoother. And I'm like,
Who knows,
are you
man?
fucking kidding me? Or getting like pylons or some sort of tree trunks or
Rolling
something
them.
and rolling them. And I'm like,
because they had a lot of trees.
that's what I kept thinking. I'm like,
Well,
what?
26,000 years ago.
I didn't
maybe
know.
they did.
Yeah,
Maybe they
I
did.
didn't know.
don't
I didn't know.
But going down inside of one of them was really cool. We got to go into the second pyramid. You go into the king's chamber, and like, it's a narrow passageway, dude. It's like this wide, maybe this tall. So you're crouched, and then there's people coming up, and you get about a third the way down, which is like 150 feet down inside of this chamber. The air just disappears. It's like you're breathing in something, but it's not air to your body, and you're just like, I'm suffocating slowly.
No
because
shit.
There's no fucking oxygen in here. Everybody breathe it out. And then you come into this room, roughly this size, but it's like perfectly smooth, stone work or whatever.
off.
Like, and then that's it. And then you walk back up. Like,
Holy shit.
but while I was there, they were shooting that scene from Transformers 3 where let me wash your feet, sir guy, like fucking climbed up on top of the pyramid and the one busted out of it. They were filming that scene while we were there.
No shit.
That's pretty cool.
I got pictures of him in his leather jacket, like climbing up the pyramid. So you can climb the pyramid if you're rich and you're making a movie.
You got the right amount of
You
money.
got enough cash, you sprint up that bitch.
Dude, that's one thing I learned anywhere in the world.
That's right.
If you got enough cash, you
Everything's
can do
for
whatever you
sale.
want.
Everything is for
Man.
sale, including experiences. 100%.
We gotta make some money, guys.
No doubt.
We gotta do that. We gotta climb the
Unfortunately,
pyramid.
people, I guess, but
We gotta.
it's messed up world, man.
I guess with enough slaves too, you can probably get a lot done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
don't
you're
care about the
busting
welfare.
ass, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, 24 hours a day, or I'm
Yeah, I think you have a I think you even beating the fuck out of them. I think you have a hard time getting artisan fit and finish with slaves that you might not get. I'm sure that there were also people paid. There were probably slaves digging the rocks out,
Yep.
breaking rocks,
Yep.
and then there were actually architects
I've heard
and
that theory.
and contractors that were putting it together
Because
the
some
amount of precision you couldn't entrust that to some simple slave,
some of the
some
stonework
simple
too.
uneducated slave.
Maybe
Can't do
you
that.
rise out of slavehood if you're a good enough chiseler.
No doubt.
Possibly.
Yeah, just like
Yo, let me get
in
that
Rome,
chisel
you
for
had to be a
second.
gladiator. In Egypt,
And-
fucking
and-
be a contractor.
And when they have copper chisels too, like that was amazing too. Like some of the
some
tools they said were like,
soft
I don't know
metal.
how. Yeah. So no, they even said that some crews marked certain stones. Maybe not on the pyramids, but in one of those places. So there were like groups of artisans that would kind of leave their mark. Like, yeah, we worked on this part of it. I'm like, fuck. Bricklayers still do that. Except it's with a Bush beer can and a cigarette that they throw in there. Yeah, here's the artifact.
Dick was here.
Yeah,
fucking
here's
written
the
in the
fucking
concrete.
artifacts, bro. Yeah, that's pretty fascinating. That's
Yeah.
on my bucket list of places to go. Is the Sphinx and stuff, is all that shit right
Next
near?
to it, and that was just as cool too. It was huge. You couldn't get close to that one. Like, I don't know, they had it cordoned off probably 50 feet away, but there was all kinds of interesting stuff there, man. I mean, there was all kinds of like little
old
monoliths
area,
everywhere.
man.
Yeah, there's a boat that they discovered like buried somewhere next to the pyramids because they had like some kind of channel and fucking lock and dam system to like bring ships up there from the night. I don't know. It was like You'd have to look into that. I don't
That's
know
awesome.
exact
Well, that makes
specifics,
sense with
but-
the water erosion too. I
Yeah.
like the theory that it was some sort of energy device too.
Right.
Like I love
Yeah,
that.
that's a good one.
I mean, the alien theory, I can actually kind of see that, but I also see our own society getting to a point that if you extrapolate us out 500 years, and we're getting more and more absorbed into a digital world where we're not leaving a physical footprint, but algorithms are also figuring out, oh, here's an anti-grav machine, here's a lev device, here's a levitation machine, here's levitation homes, you know? Oh, now we're making it, okay, everything, we get so green that we don't want to leave any trace behind. So when humanity is gone, when this race is gone, there's not much there. But there's a few people who are like, hey, I remember hearing way back in the day stories from hundreds and hundreds of years ago that like this stone stuff, because you know we'll probably be using hempcrete and all this stuff that's like, oh yeah, hey, guess what? It goes away after a while, and fucking, it's like we were never here. But somebody's gonna be like, I'm gonna build something that's gonna be here forever. Yeah. And then that's the one thing that survives from an atomic war or a meteor. But there was a group of humans that were there, very much like us, who had advanced technology, but didn't leave anything behind because that's how advanced the technology was. They didn't need to leave anything behind. And so it's like, oh, fuck. Was there some sort of thing going on? And like you guys are saying with the carbon dating, I'm always surprised at what they're able to extrapolate out from the little things they find. They're like, oh, there's a clay pot. They obviously worked with their hands, and the women stayed at home, and the men went out. And it's like, what the fuck? How did you put all that shit together? But when you start hearing Graham Hancock's story, you know that if you're teaching, you got to go with something. You can't just be like, well, it might be this, might be that. Who knows? Okay, next question. We don't know. Okay. It's like, no, here's what I think happened. Here's what happened.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really know that. And they're always finding things that kind of blow things out of the water, too. I love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's much of a stretch given that, you know, our level of exponential technological growth. I mean, the period, just a 100-year period has seen, you know, incredible changes. And what the next 100 years is going to hold is going to be even more significant. I just saw that the United States announced that we're going to be building a fusion nuclear reactor. There is a worldwide effort to build one in Europe right now, the largest.
The Chinese just turned theirs on.
And the Chinese have one built, Tomahawk containment fields or whatever. These Tomahawk reactors is donut-shaped magnets that hold the plasma. It's fucking superheated,
the
blah, 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 blah,
hydrogen,
blah.
is it,
Yeah,
what is the...
they burn deuterium or fucking something like that. It's
I was reading up on the Chinese one because everything's fission right now, right? Our nuclear power plants are fission.
You're splitting atoms, or actually they're radioactive decay is what you're using the heat from that,
and then steam, and then that's how you're creating power,
energy generation,
and it's super volatile. To where fusion,
it can melt down, and the biggest problem with it is the waste. So I mean, these rods, they're still radioactive, but they're not radioactive enough to produce the energy, you know, to make it efficient. So, but fusion it's clean. I mean, it won't run away from you.
It's the sun, correct? Isn't it technically
I mean, the process is the same. You're fusing two nucleuses and creating excess energy.
It's
holy
fucking
smokes.
awesome.
China has turned on its record-setting artificial sun, tokamak. The HL2M tokamak apparatus is capable of functioning at 150 million degrees Celsius.
Unfucking believable.
Nearly 3 times hotter than the previous prototype, HL2A, according to the China National Nuclear Corporation. 270 million Fahrenheit is what that shakes out to be. First to create the artificial sun. In the last 40 or so years, there have been hundreds of tiny tokamaks in laboratory lab settings around the planet. Their magnetic forces trap the plasma with the tokamak, and these are vulnerable to flaws that can transform into destructive flaws. What's wrong with like opening up a sun on the surface of the Earth?
It won't run away on you, though. I mean, as soon as the fuel burns out, or as soon as you stop giving it fuel, it's gonna die.
True.
So.
It can't explode either. You're not causing. No. Yeah, it's not like a nuclear bomb.
No.
And that's the thing about.
However, you can create nuclear bombs in the same fashion.
Yeah.
But, you have to supply enough fuel in order to, create the desired effect.
I'm fascinated.
They said they're looking to
too.
build an industrial version by 2035 and go into large-scale commercial use by 2050.
What's the difference?
So they know something's happening. Like 6 years ago, was it Lockheed Martin said that they will have a working nuclear fusion reactor that will fit in the back of a deuce-and-a-half truck, a 3.5 megawatt nuclear reactor that will fit in the back of a truck by 2025, I think, something like that.
Wow.
So like you've been seeing this huge push towards like electric vehicles, electric this, everything electric. Well,
It's the only way
biggest
to
issue that is energy generation, and if you perfect fusion, I mean, it's done. So then now we have robots. Now we have artificial.
Yeah, now you just.
What's a human?
The Internet
What's
of
the point of a
Things.
human at this point? Like, it's just the experience, right? So we're not going to have to work. We're not going to have to do any. They're completely. Our whole world is going to be turned upside down by the time our children are our age or their children are our age. It's going to be a completely different world than we live in.
Let's fucking go.
I am so with you on that. We are living this transition generation.
It's
or
a weird
something
one.
that they will coin it years from now. We are living in the weird. Anyone who's 30 to 40, who at the beginning of our baby time, we were
Atari,
like,
fucking,
there's cable. And the phone can become disconnected. Oh my God, this guy's got one in a suitcase. I can play Leisure Suit Larry. The first computer my dad had, it didn't do anything. It was only exactly. I could never get fucked on that game, man. That was fucked up. I just didn't have any game back then. And so, but everything was floppy disk based.
Mhm.
It wasn't
little
like
3
I
and
get on
5
my
1/4
fucking
inch
computer
floppies.
and I'm like, oh, cool. Here, let me get online.
Totally.
It was just a thing that read things. And
I
then
think
they're
we
like,
were the
oh,
first
let's
kind of
connect
learning
all of them.
generation
We were
that
the first one.
that got to experience. I mean, my friend had a LAN center. Not everybody had high-speed internet at their house. When I moved into my first place, me and my buddy, that was the one bill that we sprung for.
That
And
was
then
alien
all of
talk,
our
too, for
buddies
some people.
brought their
Yeah, they're
computers over. We built a LAN center in our house. You know what I mean? Like high-speed internet. And that was at the tail end of high school, really. I mean, I think maybe we started getting DSL, maybe sophomore, junior year of high school.
Yeah, Mizzou just installed LAN shit.
So
at their
I didn't,
dorms.
but even then, Google just started in 2003, to start.
Yeah.
YouTube started in 2003. Google was already around a little bit. Now it's insane. I can't imagine learning. And I tell this to my kids all the time too, especially with virtual learning and everything. Listen, I'm going to help you as much as I can. Just rest assured, the tool that you have that allows you to stay connected to all of your friends all of the time is also capable of helping you learn how to play guitar, learn how to paint a picture, learn your math assignment, for Christ's sake. It is different. And I also, what are the challenges of then being a teacher, trying to challenge kids to actually produce results with their mind power. And is it that important? That's something that we talk about all the time is it, I don't know. We're using our brains a lot for memory for the longest time. It's one of my, I think it's important for kind of personal interaction and being charming, being able to call on different shit, but also this thing's a fucking external hard drive.
Only that is what will be one of the biggest game changers is having everything in an external hard drive. That's the one thing we've been missing. And it's the one thing that I always admire about people and stories you hear from the 1850s to the early 1900s where they said, the dude memorized a book. Oh, they had to memorize the Bible. He knew all the poems from all of the... People were like, oh shit, I got to memorize shit. I don't have many entertainment options. So I was like, are we getting dumber? But it's no. Because they want to answer to a question back then. They might leech but fucking leech on, hey man, we're getting the devil out of your blood. And it's okay. Well, this says I just have a sinus infection. So we're smarter, but are we using our critical thinking? Are we using our memories as much anymore? Because I used to love when I was first kind of drinking, 18, 19, people had smartphones a little bit, and you could text a number and say, hey, 82232, what is the capital of Spain? Remember, I'm going to give you the answer.
What was that called?
Yeah, what was that called?
Started with a
Willow
C.
or something. Yeah, it was something. And so I would call my dad for like sports trivia, and it was always this fun thing that me and my buddies are out, and I was like, "Who played first base in 1993?"
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha. That's what it was. And yeah, that was a fun deal. That's before I had a smartphone.
I think it still maybe works. I don't know.
What's the number?
Let's find out cha-cha number. Let's do some live cha-cha.
Live cha-cha, baby.
Probably like $5 a question.
Yeah,
now.
don't
242-242. Text
that's what it was.
Text any question.
So,
you gonna do it or you want me to do it?
But
how much jizz does it take to grow a plant?
It was
Alan's answer comes through.
Perfect. That was a fun time, and I could see the death of that romantic shit and like the romantic stuff of even the past wars where they made it romantic. World War II, our boys going off. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see you again. Give me a kiss, gal. You know, my best gal, and we're writing letters. The Civil War letters that we get to see now, where people were just penning shit that is coming from the soul, and now we're at war. Some people are in Las Vegas on a drone.
Yeah. Go home and kiss their wife. War sucked today.
Totally. And then you got people in Afghanistan who are like, oh, my wife just friended this dude on Facebook. I'm going to need to get a handle on that shit. We're living the romanticism of even writing a love song to someone because you may never see them again. Now it's like, let me keep a fucking tab on this motherfucker for the rest of my days. That human nature of coming into people's lives and coming out of it, we're seeing a shift in that, and that's we're social creatures. So now it's like, yeah, I had 7 friends. Well, now I have 1,522.
Yeah, but
it's like,
who do you tell your deepest, darkest secrets to?
Who are you friends with?
Whatever. Yeah, like
yes, dude. Yeah. So our kids, I wonder what they'll grow up. Because remember, fucking what was it? T-Mobile had your top 5. Put them in your top 5. You can call them
had a little
free.
circle.
It's like, are you in my fucking
you in my
top
circle?
5? Yeah.
It was not that long ago.
And it seems like ancient fucking pyramid.
Dude, the iPhone
history.
came out in 2007.
Dude.
The first iPhone was 2007.
Yes, MySpace top 10. You could see if you
Easy.
were on a motherfucker's top.
Why am I number 2 now? Like,
I know.
dick.
If you went to my
What did I do
MySpace
to you?
page, like, what would the experience be like if we went to your MySpace page? Because if you went to mine, first thing that happens,
does it still exist?
The Bloody Well Right starts playing. Because
Really?
and I got a little slideshow of my favorite bands, and it's like Supertramp and fucking ELO.
I'll
and,
tell you the songs I had.
I wish I could get into my MySpace.
I'm wondering if is it still active?
It is, but I don't think your page is probably the same.
My song, you came on my page, you get, 'cause I'm weak.
Yeah, SWV, Sisters with Voices. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I'm weak.
Yeah, I love that shit. That and
that's awesome.
Cupid.
You had SWV, I had Supertramp.
Those are great polls. Those
No
are
doubt.
nothing to be ashamed of.
Not at all.
I also had Peaches and Cream for a while.
112?
Peaches and Cream.
112 Peaches
Yes,
and
when
Cream?
You came to my page.
Holy moly, bud.
Peaches and Cream.
Damn, dude, you
I
were
was
throwing out all the fuck tracks, bud.
I know. Now I'm listening to Bazzy.
I had a little different experience. Mine would have been like, I don't know, something like corn or something.
Well, that's the thing. I think it went from I think it went from Supertramp, but the next song on the player was probably Mudvayne, if I had to guess. You know, like that. No
That
doubt.
always fucked me up
That's how it
about
goes.
people's MySpace when they hit you with something hard on that shit. You're like, hey, time to turn my fucking computer volume down. Jesus.
Yeah. Shit. Come on.
What do we got on the text line there, buddy?
Well, real quick, what I want to show you. Well, actually, I don't.
We're running out of time here.
I know. Well, tell them what you were talking about doing, pal. Real quick, what I wanted to show was just, one of the horses we like in the race. I wanted to show a little glimpse of the Magic Melon Autoflower that went on a 1311 light cycle.
What?
From our friend, the Future Farmer. Check that frosty motherfucker out. Anyway, Future Farmer 81 on Instagram. She's always posting just the bombest nugs you've ever seen. So
looks.
I hope she wins the sumbitch. Is all I'm saying. I hope she wins the sumbitch.
You got mites on your plants.
You want to go to the text line? Is that the deal?
I don't
Sure. Yeah, we can fucking act like
Guys,
we
we're
going
to do a little benefit concert today.
Oh, by the way, Cha Cha was shut down 2016. Sorry, go ahead. I know. They ran out of funds. What do you want me to do, guys?
What happened? Why
Bring
didn't
back
that
Cha-Cha.
concept work?
Yeah. So they put Cha Cha on your phone. All you have to do is ask, like, hey, Siri.
Hey,
This is what
Cha-Cha.
fucking Apple and Google does.
Hey,
you
Siri,
got a nice little small business like
Change
Cha
your
Cha.
name to Cha-Cha. No.
No, you change your name,
I'm
you
changing
fucking
your
pig.
name to Cha-Cha, you pig.
Reminder who's boss.
She says she's pleased to meet me again. Guys, we're going to do a little benefit concert after this. Dennison has the songbird voice of his generation. He's going to do a 10, 11 song set, all Christmas music, but Old Testament Christmas music. So a lot of fire and brimstone stuff, which they didn't even know about Christmas in the Old Testament. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that they even had, oh no, I see what this guy's doing over there in the screen. A little behind the scenes action. You can get us on our podcast. You can get us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. YouTube's a great place to watch us. We have videos. We have a bunch of skits.
Sure, we got all kinds of
check through our old videos. Maybe you're like, whoa, these guys are super funny. And they have super cool guests on. I better check all of what they had on before. And we've had August Bush on. We've had Nemu. Danny Nemu is one of the greatest interviews of
Yeah,
all
we can get him
time.
back on. We'll get him back on.
Psychedelics in the Bible. This guy
Psychedelics
came
in the
on and talked
Bible.
about-
Super cool, man.
Super cool.
And not like what we speculate might have been psychedelic experiences like the burning bush, acacia. He's like, no. There's actually psychedelics spoken about at length, like frankincense and myrrh. These are all psychedelic substances.
Who brings
then he
a
goes-
baby psychedelics besides you? So anyway, we're going to do a benefit concert after this. We'll get the guitar. We usually end the show with a song. Today, we're not going to do that. We're going to play an hour's worth. Maybe we'll do an hour. Maybe we'll do an hour.
I don't even know. Yeah.
We'll do an hour of music, and we're going to try to raise some money for the Vibe Tribe. We'll put up the links on there, and we're also going to try to raise
Holiday
money.
helpings.
Holiday helpings. So if you're in the cannabis community, maybe you want to give to Holiday Helpings. If you're in, if you know Brian Kessler, maybe you want to give to the Vibe Tribe, or vice versa. Maybe
Been
you
helping
wanna
out a
give-
bunch, man. Vibe Tribe, Spanish Society Outreach. They've already delivered, I think, $500 to a couple different people leading up.
People
Every
who
time they get
fucking
need it,
need
people who
it,
really
bud.
need it, man. And that's the deal. And not to make a spectacle out of it, but every time we get to $500, just go help a family out. COVID's fucking wreaking havoc on the economy, on people's homes.
Now it's wreaking havoc. I thought it was a cold. but-
It is a cold. When we shut down the economy,
okay.
that's what's happening. That's what we're talking about.
Back them into a corner. Back them into a COVID corner.
I'll tell you what, Alan. I thought Alan was gonna jump out of the computer when you talked about Siri like that.
Okay.
Only I can talk to her like that right before I drop a load in her. But she likes it. Squirt.
Oh, he got slower, did he?
He wants to make sure that you understand what he's saying.
He got slower.
Squirt.
Squirt. Okay, whatever, Alan. All right, so we're gonna sing some songs. I really miss live concerts. I think we all fucking really miss live concerts.
Why not hear a couple of pitchy fucking Hoosiers?
That's what I'm saying. You can't have the joy of live music, so this will seem somewhat just worthy of maybe a minute of your time.
Maybe.
Because
It might be
they've
worth it.
taken all the good things away from you.
Might be worth it. Maybe we can do something like donate $1 to the Vibe Tribe and make a request, or $5 to the Vibe Tribe and make a request.
Yeah, you can make one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can make them for $1
That's the
all
best.
day.
We had somebody throw. Yeah, $1's gonna put it in front of us.
$1's
Five ten's probably gonna get it played.
I don't do that.
Kiss from a rosebud. Yes, you do. You have set a
You said
precedent. No, you set a precedent when they said
that guy said play for Christopher Rose, and you go, you want to play that one? And I go, yes.
No. We were gonna play something else.
I know.
We were gonna play. Don't.
I wanted to do that.
Do you want
So
to
if
raise,
you
do you
pick
want
a
to raise
song-
money for charity, pal?
Yeah, I do. I'll do it. I'll play whatever you want me to. Dance, monkey.
Dance, fucking monkey.
I'll do it. I'll bang the cymbals together. Okay.
Dennison, thank you for surprising us today, pal.
Yeah.
It's a great surprise. You can come in here all the time. Is there anything? Are we getting close to getting some of the 1800 back on the shelves?
Yeah.
Sorry for selling you out.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. I've been trying this little guy too.
We're doing some other things.
Let's talk about them. I want you to tell our fans about, because we're bad about it. We know you got CBD cream, CBD RSO or something.
Yeah, we've got a DMSO CBD.
What does that mean?
Cream.
DMSO.
DMSO is just
Damn,
AIDS.
motherfucker,
Damn,
shit's
motherfucker.
off the chain.
Shit's on. Damn, motherfucker, shit's on.
Damn, motherfucker, shit's on.
That's exactly what it means.
New labels.
And no, it helps in the absorption of the CBD.
Okay.
My dad specifically loves it.
I bet he does. Damn, your dad's like, damn, motherfucker, it's on.
It's on.
Shit.
On my hands, on my knees,
it's making my
gout.
arthritis feel better.
Yeah, so we've got that. Working on getting some pet treats out to you guys, because I know that's a request that comes quite often. We don't want to just, I mean, that's something we could have just like slapped together and given you, but that's not what we're about. So like, we want to make sure that's right and it's healthy for your animals.
Thank you.
And it's kind of more than just giving them CBD.
Cool.
Because there are some things you don't, want to feed to your pets, and if you're taking the time to feed them CBD, you're obviously, caring about the welfare of your plant. Same with the people. So we had that coming. There's going to be multiple tincture lines come out in the future. We do variety-specific runs through CO2s. We can save back the terps and everything. So you're going to have a variety of things come in the future,
Awesome.
and
Everyone who tries it loves it. I have
good to
people
hear.
asking me all
Yeah,
the time. They're
good.
like, "Oh, that's good. I need more of it."
Great, because I really worry all the time about it. It's just who I am.
Well,
Because I don't want to, give somebody something that, especially these kinds of things, because they're expensive. It's a hell of an investment.
That's what I'm saying.
That's something we try to work on too, is getting prices down to manageable levels.
No doubt.
But everybody in the game wants a piece of the pie.
What's
so
a piece of this
it's
ass?
difficult.
Well, here's the deal. We've been doing this for a minute now, and we've had every Tom, Dick, and Harry CBD company talk to us at some point, and we have tried so many that when I first started trying 100 milligram, Fruit Loop flavored fucking CBD, I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, am I supposed to feel something from this? I don't, I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay, let me try this other brand. Okay, this tastes more like a plant, but it's super oil. Like it's coating my mouth. Shit, don't feel any change. Am I supposed to feel a head change? Am I supposed to, like we would talk about it. Like, what am I supposed to, with, there's only about 2 or 3, 3 that I can think of where I've taken it and I'm like, oh.
They're probably a real good full spectrum. I mean, and that's why we're gonna have multiple tincture lines come out. I shouldn't call it a tincture either. An oil come out over time, because with the kind of product we produce, with the because it's basically just an expression of the plant in the bottle as your real full spectrum. Sure. You can make them taste better. You could get clearer oil. You can get processes where it could be exactly the same forever. Well, at that point, you're sacrificing some of these natural components that make it
what
work
it is
for me.
Man.
I mean, that's just the simple truth of it. And
I think the 1800 milligram, I like this, but I feel like the 1800 milligram after about 5 minutes, I feel like I'm already
a little bit
kicking and fucking. I can tell a difference. Like I smoked a bowl, except almost in an opposite way, to where I feel like my
the fog goes away,
or a little bit like my mouth is moving better, or because we do this at 7 a.m. I don't go to bed till midnight sometimes, and it's just like a boost, whether I drink coffee or not, because I don't think coffee has very much. I think I'm already up all the time. That caffeine doesn't really do it for me. I need a fucking fat line of blow if I'm trying to fucking get
naturally.
So no, I love. I've only been using this for a couple weeks, but I have made the 1800 milligram a regimen, and my wife gives it to the kids before school, and our kids are fucking great at school. They're fucking good kids all around. but it's been a great regimen in our family's life. Of just fucking Jenny.
Yeah, well, the FDA says you're poisoning your kids.
I
so.
know.
You son of a bitch. I cannot recommend that you do that.
Well, you know, I'm giving them this water chemical too, so oopsie.
But
they
that's
said that's
legal.
okay.
It's
They
okay.
said that's
Yeah.
okay.
There's no maximum amount that you can consume.
Fuck you.
Tiff Jones says DMSO is a pain reliever. It is derived from the paper making process. It is also a driver and aid absorption of the CBD.
Awesome.
The pet treats will also support joint health. We got people saying my kids have been loving the CBD oil. I really want to see what they do with the CBD combo.
Awesome.
DMSO is damn mommy spunk on. Ooh, squirt.
Damn, mommy, spunk on.
Spunk on, mommy.
Spunk on, mommy.
He's a sick
God.
Spunk on robot is gross.
Spunk on, mommy. Like she's spelunking. And that's kind of
More like let's get some spunk on mommy.
He spent way too much
You know
time
who
on-
Alan is.
Time on Pornhub, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
the majority.
This
of
is what
it
we're
is
finding out.
AI.
The entire internet is driven. Internet
86%.
technology is driven by internet porn,
really is.
and anything that's innovative is driven by porn. Remember in Silicon Valley when they're figuring out how to compress all the files, and it's like the first ones that bring it online are like the Pornhub of the fucking deal.
For sure.
That's the deal. Porn, we're a bunch of little fuck beasts. Is the
for
problem?
sure.
We're just
We're
disgusting
bonobos.
little animals. We are
just-
bonobos.
We're just bonobos in the mist, baby.
And you know who knows bonobos?
Bo knows.
Bo knows bonobos.
Bo knows bonobos.
He does.
It's true.
We got sponsors.
Yeah,
we've been talking to one. He makes unbelievable products. They make my life better. But really, all of the sponsors in our stable are doing something to make our lives a little bit better. And we're hoping that our fans give them a shot. Give them a shot at their business. Especially, if you live in Missouri or Illinois and you're not using James Carlton for State Farm, insurance. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Okay,
it
the guy's
takes
going
nothing to call and get a
he's
quote.
going to probably save you an absolute fortune.
What's your problem?
And if he's not, he's going to tell you. He's going to say, "Hey, look, I can't help you now.
Save you money over
I'll
here.
keep you in the books. Let me set you up with my competition.
Save you
to
money
make
over
your
here."
life easier. He did it with Steve.
That's what he does. He's
What he does
he's a
from time to
friend.
time.
And
He
guess
is a
what? He
friend
loves Bruce
first.
Springsteen.
He does.
And he's a ruthless murderer.
He will
too.
kill you
He'll
in a
kill you
heartbeat.
without thinking twice about it.
That's the
okay?
deal.
But he's going to do well on getting you the best rate on your
It's really the safest way for you to not be killed because State Farm doesn't want to pay out. They don't want to pay out, life insurance policies. It wouldn't behoove him to have a bunch of people on his plan just all of a sudden keeling over
The
dead.
safest way for you to avoid murder is
to get
hang
James
out
Carlton
with
State
a
Farm.
murderer.
Yeah, is to hang out with him, be friends with a
The
murderer.
logic seems flawed, but he's right.
It's true.
It's
Listen,
100% true.
everybody is friends with the pale kid in the trench coat now. Okay,
You're right.
everybody
You're
is,
right.
man.
Yep, that's
You
my
don't
buddy.
know when that motherfucker's gonna snap.
That's
Just
my
be
buddy.
friends with them. Talk to him about anime,
like corn,
whatever,
too.
man. Do what you got to do. What else we got? Adam Mundren likes
Adam
houses.
Mundren.
He likes
Listen,
houses.
I
Sometimes
called him.
you can't get him to do anything during the daytime. All he does during the daytime is walk through nice neighborhoods, looking at houses, diddling himself. But at night,
No,
he'll be
not
laying
anymore.
in
Not
bed.
anymore.
At night, if you want to get down to
Oh, at night,
brass
yeah, for
tacks,
sure,
if you want to
for
get down to
sure.
brass tacks at nighttime, that's when he'll talk.
We'll ask him a question. What time would you call a real estate agent? Wrong. 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 a.m. 2:30 is the right answer to that. Call Adam tonight. 2:30 a.m.
Is he the one with 24-hour?
24
Oh,
hours.
he
24
famously,
hours.
famously
around the country, other real estate agents go, what? What?
But that's what gives him the edge.
It
And
does.
honestly,
He never sold a house from a 3 a.m. call, but man, he's made a lot of friends.
A lot of friends. It's just weird because he's trying to. Here he is. He's all fucking business. 2:15 in
All
the morning. All business.
suited
Like,
up.
okay, what we have here is we have a 3-bedroom ranch. It's got an in-ground
This
pool,
could
which
be better,
some people
but-
look at it as a bit of a chore. But boy, howdy, in the heat of July, you're really going to enjoy having this one in your backyard.
There's a few updates
Like,
we need to
Adam,
do to
yeah,
the
I get it.
kitchen.
They told me that you were going to get me a house if I fucking woke up at 2 in the morning and called you. Can you save the fucking details and just get the paperwork going, bud? That's what it's like working with Adam Bundren.
It's exactly what
Bundren Property Group, they're trying to sell you houses. A lot of houses.
four in the
Mainly, they are honestly. When I think Bunch Property Group, I think.
What do you think?
Oh, I'll tell you what I think, bud. When I think, I think subprime mortgages. I think a place that misses, really just misses.
That's the worst thing.
Misses the days of old. Someone's like, look, can we just get them lined up with 15, 16 loans? Guys, let's get them as many loans as we can. I'll fill their need for a house. That was when Bunch Property Group, man.
Dude,
it was the Gatsby days. It was the Gatsby days of real estate.
For sure, my wife works
now
there.
The guy's fucking fielding phone calls at 2 a.m.
My wife works there, right? And they had an office party, kind of like the Wolf of Wall Street. And they call her the Bulldog, and they had a bunch of strippers in there, and she was all like, barking at the titties,
barking at the titties,
in the titties. No, that's what my wife do.
Yes, you do.
And then we also have we did Bo, kind of.
Yeah, Bo grows.
Well,
he knows
about weed stuff.
He knows bonobos. All the weed shit that we've talked about today, all the bullshit about weed, all the the weeders are talking about. Bo's gonna help you get all of the supplies that you need. You live in the St. Louis area. You need newts. You need a grow tent. You need a light. You just need good company from a
you need a
from
newt. Eye of newt.
Eye of newt. That's what all these plants are missing. That everybody thought they were short for nutrients because
all the girls in our group were like,
I got eye of newt. I've also got the tail of I got a minotaur's tail and a unicorn horn too.
The tooth of a wombat.
It kind of sucks though because there's no amethyst in it. Oh, I'm fucking done. I'm done.
You're
I'm fucking done in this town. I'm done in this town.
I'll tell you
We're gonna have
what.
to win them back.
Jenny put the crystal by a few plants.
And it's taken off. You playing music for those bitches?
What the fuck is that all
You playing
about?
music for those bitches?
Yeah, man. I'm playing some soul music for them. I love it. We're doing
play metal music all day long.
Did you?
My plants are spicy.
They're spicy lot now. Okay.
And then you got Adam McChesney, and what he does is he takes people from over here, and then he takes people from over here. Over here, you got like I don't know. You got let's say you got Mitch McConnell. Okay.
Okay.
Let me get it on the screen here, Dennison. Okay. Let's say you got Mitch McConnell. He's on my right, and then you got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Ortega.
The C is silent. We're done. We're done. We made fun of everyone today.
All right, and then what happened? These two don't agree on a whole heck of a lot. If anything,
they don't.
They represent different ends of the spectrum. One thing they do agree on is how great a good dick joke at 9 in the morning is. So what happens is Adam grabs each one of them and says, "Hey, you two
Bring
little
'em here."
fucking dickheads!
Literally,
get over here. Get right here. Get in here. All right, and then I'm gonna funnel you down to the Hoosier Sophisticate land. Okay, that's what Adam McChesney's doing.
So it's here to here.
Yes.
To here.
Yes.
To funnel. I gotta funnel both of them.
But like the thing is that the hands, they're Adam McChesney's. Okay.
Of course.
These are Adam's.
These are mine. These are Adam
What's
McChesney's.
in the hands, which could be probably mistaken for dicks.
No,
that's
these are
Mitch McConnell
leads.
and AOC.
These are leads. Hot, salty leads.
Well, they are, but for the sake of this metaphor, though, they're Mitch McConnell and AOC. They're just big giant dillies. Remember when you used to sell dillies?
When I used to?
Yeah, you used to be a dilly salesman. Rick the dilly salesman.
Door to door.
Door to door dill salesman.
And I mean front door to back door. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, this is what our sponsors are paying for. These types of live reads. And that's what you can get with Mycelial Media and odd ads.
Sure.
That's what you can get. You want an ad to run on your social media? It doesn't have to be dirty.
You want us to call you a murderer?
You want us to call you a murderer and also see a spike in your sales?
Not a spike that's as dangerous as the one that James Carlin's going to bury through your forehead.
Not that type
Not
of
that
spike.
type of spike. I'm talking about a spike in sales numbers.
We made a commercial for a guy. He got 4 leads in one day. No shit.
No, 100%
No shit.
closed. Not leads. He closed business on 4 people
Where's
the
our
day he
little
ran
chunk
his.
of the change there,
Where's the
baby?
fucking Vic kid?
Where,
Give me a little put of juice on
We've
it.
made terrible business decisions. I'll break
We're
your
just
legs.
gonna keep doing it for free for you. Yeah, I'd rather have you owing me one, you know. Oh my God, I'll take a shot at all of them, bud. I'll take a shot at all. With my hair today, I can talk like that. That doesn't fucking matter.
No, you did a great Paul Reiser.
Okay.
I've had a fun day.
Ooh, squirt.
Shut the.
He is just
Hey.
it all over the place in here.
And the crystal's making these babies grow for real. Go see Bo. I've already had
Go see Bo.
2 people reach out to me that they're getting their grow set up now because they're like, dude, if you're doing it, went and got their. I'm like, first off, okay, but they're like, yeah, your plants look so good that we figure mine are so bushy. I got a full bush, man.
That's fine.
I know, but I'm saying, I guess it's lighting because some people who post their pictures like, hey, what do I need help with? It's like a fucking, it looks like, maybe they started from a clone too, because I know that can look a little different, but it'll be like 4 leaves and it'll be like this tall.
Probably
And I'm
lighting,
like,
man.
Yeah, because that's, I grew some like
And
with
you got a
sunlight
badass
back
light.
in the day in a window, and they got real tall and skinny and had like 3 leaves. I was like, oh, fun. You know, and I was like, oh, they didn't really do anything.
That light's bringing the jazz, bud.
Yeah, it's
That's
nice.
what I
What
was
is
thinking.
that?
Spider Farmer 4000.
Okay.
So it's 450 watts. Yeah.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I saw it in one of the pictures. I couldn't tell if it was Mars Hydro or what, but it looked nice.
It's awesome, man. I like those bar lights too. Those are pretty neat.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they have like 8 bar, 6 bar, 4.
Call me a bad robot, Steve.
Pardon?
What was that?
Call me a bad robot, Steve.
Oh, you're a bad robot, Alan. You're a bad fucking robot, Alan. You want me to? You're a bad little robot. Ones and zeros all over your little bad robot butt.
Dude.
Give him the 1. I'm ABACABB.
Ooh, squirt.
Yeah.
You did it! You did it! You did it! You talked him right into jizzing, bud.
Oh, we haven't done this all day. 3-man. 3-man.
Get it together, guys.
Come on, guys.
All right, we got fans. We got stuff.
We're all hurting.
So here's the deal. Oh, Tiff's talking binary to him.
Oh, snap.
Squirt. All right.
Ooh, squirt. That's our next shirt.
Keep going, Tiff.
Ooh, squirt.
Alan, who's
Ooh, squirt.
Alan.
Yeah, just the quote.
Yeah.
I like it.
Ooh, baby, I love you, squirt.
Every day, every birth. He hangs out in the maternity ward. It's weird.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Well, dude, I'll tell you the guy who got Jenny's bag, like when it popped on, it was like a real quick birth. And it was a whole situation. He walked in the room, and it was like, you know,
Like fucking Scooby just licking the
it was
fucking
dude, he
cream
was-
off of his
he
face.
was like, let's get in there. Let's do this. And I was like, no, good Lord, man. Like, and he was beautiful. He was a beautiful man too.
Let's get in there.
He took it straight to the head.
Earth is literally.
All
the
right,
first thing
freaks.
on Earth.
I couldn't do it.
I guess what we'll do is we're going to come back with a live concert.
We're going to come back with a Live Aid because we were talking about Live Aid. This
Okay.
is Live Aid 0 because we're the first
people ever do it.
for Live Aid.
Fuck Willie Nelson.
We're going to call this
Oh,
the
that's
original
Farm Aid, isn't it?
Live
That was
Aid.
Farm Aid.
We're going to call this Live Aid Original.
Oh, I like that.
That's original.
Yeah.
We got a blue check mark Live Aid.
But we're just gonna play some songs. Well, we usually end the show with that. We'll do an hour
He was a
of that.
beautiful 25-year-old. I was mortified.
Oh yeah,
This
he
is-
was a young hot doc, dude. And he just came in. He was like, "You think that's gonna phase me? Let's deliver."
Yeah,
this,
like I'm
baby
here to
boy."
fucking kick ass and chew bubble gum, bud.
Yeah, when Jen got his number though, it got a little awkward.
Yeah.
Call me in 6 months.
Yeah.
Ooh, squirt.
He's like,
Ooh, squirt.
he goes, "Yeah, I deliver babies, but I also put them inside you too."
It's a you can get it's
Full service.
It's a full service joint. Full service joint. It's like New Jersey. You can't pump your own gas. You gotta let them plug it. You know what I mean?
That's
You're in
fucked
there.
up.
You're like kind of trying to
I
console
didn't
Jen. He's
believe
like, "Hey,
that shit.
get your shit. Go wait outside." We handle all that around here.
Okay.
You just have to spit into the doctor's mouth first, and then
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
dude. I'm
you.
way
Thank
into it,
you.
man. Guys,
Thank
this
you.
is fucking
This is our
gone
guy.
far enough. This
What
is why.
day is it?
Now you guys understand. Now you understand whose product we're hawking. That's a business model. I shot my water bag right at his face. Jen, are you
Okay,
reliving
Jen,
this,
we
babe?
get it.
Are you reliving this?
Ooh, squirt.
Alan can't handle this kind of talk, man.
Alan's gonna fucking. There's a river.
We
of
do
shit.
the smoke coming out of the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to try one of those. Yeah, so
Okay.
we're gonna do a little concert after the
Yeah,
whole
tell
deal.
them all
We hope
about
you
it.
guys
How
enjoy
long
it.
until we're back?
15 minutes. 10 15. 10 15.
You guys still owe me something, so
Okay, so we're
15 to 20.
Okay,
Cool.
15.
That's fair.
That's right. You think it's gonna take that long? That's
don't know.
silly.
I mean,
That's
do I get
silly
two
of
for
you.
one?
Not when we get Alan involved.
I have a whole.
Just Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z
Oh, he is
Z
going
Z.
crazy. He is going crazy. Just watch us after this or don't. I don't care. We're going to try to share it a bunch so that we get a bunch of donations. Try to make the world a little better for everybody. All the people that we've met in this group have been super fucking inspirational, and we continue to add people to the group. And it's been awesome. And I love the Facebook group. I wish we could had a little more freedom on there.
No doubt.
That's where we're trying to move to Twitch. That's why, because we're seeing
and
pictures
Discord.
of plants.
Discord kind
Discord
of
too.
replaces the conversation aspect of Facebook, and hopefully
Discord,
the video
join
content
it.
and everything on Twitch will fill out. And this is coming for everybody.
Yeah, Facebook's shutting down because of plant pictures now.
Facebook, today we had somebody
Yep,
talk
flagged.
about
We
edibles
see it
get
all the
flagged.
time.
It happens all the time. The Missouri Cannabis Network is
Yep,
always
all
being
the
threatened. And it's just, we're
trying to spread knowledge.
Yeah, and we're fighting
Sorry.
an animal we can't beat. Honestly, on their platform. It's their
Yeah,
platform.
Yeah.
We got to go
we'll
somewhere
use
else.
it for what it's worth, and then we'll figure the rest
doubt.
out. All right, guys. Great show. Good job.
I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Good job.
I'll see you here in just a.
Thank you, sir. Good job.
Thanks, bud.
Good job.
Thanks, bud.
Good job.
All right. I guess we'll be back in just
And
a
we'll
little
shake
bit.
the hand of the audience. You know. There is one thing we forgot to mention though today.
There was one thing,
you remember,
and we gotta start
we
getting
talked to
our.
you about it outside.
We got to get our act
So-
together. The one thing. Remember
the
what
one
we
thing
gotta
we
talk-
told you to remember when we were outside.
Was it
It was this.
the auction?
Cowabunga. Woo! Yeah, man, let's go sing some songs, boys. I'm gonna go find some fucking trim.